wanna feel, wanna fall in love, wanna give it all up. We don't want to lose your control. Are we playing this game? Oh, are we playing this game? Are you too afraid, or are you giving in? Let the games begin, 'cause I play to win.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, and welcome to what's going to be a jam-packed Rocket League afternoon here. I am Princey, and of course, I am joined by none other than Atch.
Hello, hello.
And we've got a long afternoon of Rocket League for us. Hopefully, everyone's going to have a great time with this. We're starting off with a varsity match actually between Brighton and Sussex, teams we've seen on here countless of times playing in the National League. And actually, I don't think we've ever really seen them play each other, though.
I can't remember. I certainly haven't personally seen them play each other, but I think, it's a rivalry that's been going on for quite some time. Obviously one of the most competitive varsities, certainly the highest level one that we've seen for a while, which is why we've got it in pride of place here. But it's going to be an interesting series.
It should be, yeah. They've been really close together, and because of that, because of how the bracket works and stuff for NSE, they don't really come up against each other much. But just to reiterate quite how close they were, in league play to make top 6 for the championship or just miss out, Sussex finished 6th. They snuck through, and Brighton came 7th. And I mean, Sussex snuck through because Brighton had a little bit of slip up. They thought, for their third match, they couldn't make it. So Sparrow's like, I'm not bothered, man. I'll give up here. But unfortunately for them, it did matter. And now
Sussex making 6th was one of probably the biggest sort of final day pushes NSE has ever seen, because they had so many results needing to go in their favour. And yes, they had a bit of help from Farrell not understanding the maths of the table, but it was impressive nonetheless that Sussex did everything they needed to and were able to sit back and watch all the other stuff fall into place. But I think it'll leave Brighton perhaps with a bit of a point to prove in this one.
Yeah, so they'll want to be getting their own back. I mean, this is the talk of the town, whoever wins this gets the bragging rights for the next year to go as well. As you said, yeah, he'll want to make it back. And on top of it all, this is like a final farewell for Wardley, because he's making a transfer, as you say, as he's switching university to Bournemouth for next year, as long as life sorts itself out and we can continue as normal.
If there are unis next year.
But yeah, the players seem to be having a good time in chat. I think they're bored and just waiting to get going. So without further ado,
why stop them?
It seems like it should be time to get this jam-packed afternoon underway, because after this, we have our third place NSE matchup, and this is all leading on to the big grand finals later on in the afternoon.
But as I said, faster clash, Princey, is what it's all leading up to. That's the key part of this afternoon.
Of course. But yes, as I said, this first one here is the big varsity matchup for Brighton and Sussex. A best of 7. We could be into a little slog, but are we all here? Yeah, I think we managed to just about make it in time. And we can get this game 1 underway. And what are you expecting really to come out between these two teams? Who would you say is the one that will be taking the early lead and on top in this?
I don't know. I do think that Brighton have the edge more because of who's not here than because of who is. We are yet to hear anything from Diston, figure out where he might be. And so Sussex are playing with JTL subbed in, which is obviously very good of him, and he's certainly a very talented player, but I think that will take some time to get used to for this Sussex team. I don't know how much they'll have played with him.
Yeah, he's an interesting thing. Distan knew about this, but maybe he's just had a late night last night, with life and lockdown. The days, they merge into one. Who knows what day, what time it is already. So
track of your sleep schedules in times like this.
Yeah, I mean, at the minute, so far, this first game, there's been a few chances going out for either side. No one quite taking it by the scruff of the neck yet, but Brighton with a bit more pressure. They've had a few more opportunities. This might be one here. Farrell trying to make a play on this ball. Unfortunately for him, got away. And we remain in a rather slow stalemate.
Yeah, it is. Both teams, they know what they're doing, obviously. They've been in positions like this before. Like Farrell knocks one off the left, but I think maybe not nerves, but just a bit of hesitation, feeling each other out, trying to figure out what's going on. I think Brighton won't be completely happy that Diston isn't here, because this is now a bit of an unknown quantity that they're facing in the Sussex side, and
Oh, that's a mix-up. Somehow that one's not ended up in the back of the net. Farrell getting his car in the perfect position to keep on out. And that's a brilliant flick. He could be going all the way here, but can't get the pop over TJX. Big chances coming out all of a sudden for both teams. And Wardley misses the open net as well. The game suddenly exploded into life. Farrell's got a good chance. He is going for the redirect and he will drop it into the bottom corner. 1-0 to Brighton.
Yeah, that was just flipping a switch. They just decided, right, we've had enough. We're going to just attack and see what happens. And they went for some cool plays. Wardley won't be very happy about missing that open net, but worked out for Brighton in the end, and they're 1-0 up.
Yeah, Farrell pointing out that fact just after his goal comes in, calling him a bot. I know you guys at home can't see the chat, but never mind, Wardley's made up for that. No longer a bot. It looks like the Sussex lot have become bots. No one on the end of this. Two sat on the front post and a great place shot from Wardley.
Yeah, this is exactly the kind of thing that Sussex would have been worried about, subbing in JTL at the last minute. The rotation not quite fully formed. Both players, like you say, waiting on the front post, which is not really advisable at the best of times, but to have two there is nothing short of catastrophic, and they paid for it there.
Yeah, if this Dan does show up, I think he is allowed to sub in.
Yeah,
I'm not too sure of the rule, but yeah, between games he will be allowed to hop in and play for his team. But in the meantime, I mean, 2-0, it's not, you know, the game can easily come back in your favour easily with just one quick goal. I found that last night playing in the Uni 6-man's random rosters tournament. All it takes is one, and next thing you know, it's only one more, and you're taking that to overtime. But there's also the 0 seconds that you can play around with to get the winner.
And I mean, I think Sussex, they're at a disadvantage, but they may have an advantage as well, because if this then does show up, we've seen a lot of times the super sub factor in games like this. We saw recently Southampton used it to fantastic effect, playing 3-1 down, subbing a player, absolutely demolish, and you know, it's something that will throw the game for a bit of a loop. If Brighton seems to take a hold on the series, this thing could show up just at the right time and turn things around.
Yeah, it's something that happened last season as well in favour of Brighton, where I think it was Hazard was away for the first 2 games or 3 games against Kiel, and they were looking to be beaten 4-1 in the series. Then he shows up and they basically come back to win like 4-2 or 4-3. So, you know, there's big chances within that. But right now, Sussex, they're piling on a bit more pressure, but the speed of the game's slowed down again. I feel like, you know, it might be Brighton just feeling under control as Farrell looks to make a nice little play on that. Gets shut down right at the end, but this is where you want the ball if you're Brighton. 2-0 up, comfortable, 40 seconds to go. Just run down the clock and take that comfortable game 1. Yeah,
they've got control of back boost, sneaking out for mid boosts quite often and keeping the ball actually impressively far forward.
Farrell, how have you scored that? How has this one gone in?
It's a fantastic touch to drop that down, but I think, again, the Sussex defence just getting a little bit caught out by that. Perhaps weren't expecting the shot. Farrell looked like he was going to drop it out for the on-rushing Brighton player, but catches them out, and that should seal game 1.
Yeah, great little drop. It looked, for all intents and purposes, that it was just going to be a pass down to his teammate on the line, but I think that's what the defenders thought as well, but just sneaks that one under the crossbar. No one with time to react, and a very good 3-0 start here for Brighton. Sussex, you know, they might be slightly disappointed that they've not been able to find a goal, as they have had a few opportunities. But as we've been saying, you know, this roster, they're not used to each other.
No,
so they've got a bit to work on, but as it is a best of 7, you've got plenty of time. Plenty of time throughout this to fix up and work it out. I mean, just saying that. Sorry, just looking at the stats, like they had 80 shots as well, did Sussex? So you know, plenty of pressure to get working on.
Farrell's after his free monster.
Actually,
yeah.
No, I don't know. No, actually, probably not, because it's not NSE related. It's just a Varsity show.
Unfortunately not. Farrell should have done his maths better if he wanted. But yeah. Sussex, you know, they don't look bad individually. Of course, all of these players know what they're doing and they know how to do it, and they're good players. But like you say, they didn't look completely at home with each other in that first game. There were a couple of double commits, a couple of just awkward positionings from the two of them we saw. I think it was it Brighton's second goal? Two of them crowded out front post. You want one at back post there, obviously, to try and stop the shot, but just the lack of communication there from the new roster maybe cost them.
I mean, I don't like all these guys seem to have just jumped on at the last second as well to start this up. Like no one was really around beforehand, so it sounds like all these players will be warming up as we go throughout the series. So we should hopefully see an increase of speed because that was very tame for what I expected. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, game one, we can put it down to nerves or just a general hesitance, but hopefully it'll spark a bit in the later games.
Yeah, so game 2 underway. Sussex looking to find some sort of response in this, and we know that they are able to. Just got to get it working. But once again, players taking their time. No one rushing anything right now, and even the defense are comfortably sat. Everyone seems. This seems like it's being played at half speed right now. This is really weird. Maybe it's just because I'm not casting in like a week and a bit. But
no, this is. I was casting yesterday. This is slow. I can vouch for that, but. Like you say, neither team looking like they've really been preparing hard for this, so maybe they are just taking time to get a bit warmer and try some fancy things later on.
Yeah, well, one thing a slower speed does, for sure, is allow players time on the ball, and that's probably what you don't want, actually, if you're Sussex, because a man like Farrell, who we see, well, I see at least pictured here, as actually, forget that for now, JTL will pick up the first goal. Unfortunate for Wardley, who is sat under this and putting it into his own net after the crossbar hit. That's just a bit of misfortune for them, but that's what Sussex need.
Yeah, early lead, game 2, turn things around, hopefully. It's a bit of luck, but that might turn into something more fruitful for them in the future.
Yeah, so we will see how this one now evolves, maybe. You know, with game 1 going the way it did, Brighton looked very comfortable. They might now just start up in the ante like they did when they got their first couple of goals. Start piling the pressure onto Sussex a bit more. Just force the mistakes, really. And hopefully give us a little bit faster gameplay to commentate on.
Mistake!
But speaking of, you pointed out perfectly, a mistake here from Farrell. Tries to lay this one off to the side, but he hits it up and it falling back into net, no one rotating back, and nice placement as well from TJX, and Sussex all of a sudden 2-0 up.
Well, it's good capitalisation, but Farrell will want that one back, I think. Not going to be very happy with that touch. It was unfortunate, he had the right idea, just couldn't execute properly, and like you say, it's a commanding lead for Sussex in a game that's been as quiet as this one.
Yeah, all 3 players as well there from Brighton sat in net. There is no urgency whatsoever from either team still. It's interesting. It's not something I've really seen before. So I mean, they've got time. There's 3 minutes to go. It's throwing me off a bit. I've got to say.
Well, it's only a warm-up stream, of course, but these guys only have this one match this afternoon, and hopefully they'll begin to play it a bit faster, perhaps. Or at least a bit more daringly as the series goes on.
Yeah, I think these guys have done meetups between uni, so maybe it's more as friends rather than, you know, fighting for the glory of the Varsity victory. I mean, but as it stands, we will be tying the series up 1-0. However, you know, plenty of time. We've just hit the halfway point, and it is a best of 7, so maybe just saving their energy for later on in the period. And of course, as you were just mentioning before, this is a lead up to some, hopefully, oh, I mean, I say hopefully, so what's expected to be higher quality games, with after this the 3rd place matchup for the NSE Championship bracket coming through, where we have, is it Nottingham Trent and...
Ooh, don't ask me. I was really hoping you weren't going to ask. I will do some research.
Yeah, well, that's coming up, the 3rd place matchup, and then after that we have the a few show matches just to you know, fill up the time. But right now, Farrell, as we just switch back to the game, he's looking to bring this back in favour of Brighton. A mix-up once again, all 3 players right there on the front post for Sussex, but no one can deal with the charging Farrell coming through. And yeah, we've just had confirmation that it is Nottingham Trent versus UWE. I knew it was them, but I couldn't remember UWE's name. It just
So
like
we would have had it
UWE's.
together. I knew it was UWE.
Yeah.
So
Just
teamed
that name left my head for a second, and then yes, from after that there will be some show matches to fill in the time until the grand finals for that all-important Champions of the NSE Spring Series, which will be Lancaster versus Portsmouth. Portsmouth looking to hold the title.
I'll have to look quite hard, I think. But, you know, none of these matches are inconsequential. We've got bragging rights here. We've got £120 of game credit in our third place match coming up, which I didn't know. I might have tried a bit harder.
Well, you needed to get onto the roster for Durham first.
Oh! I was National League team with Durham last season. I'll have you know.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say anything. I can't play anymore, so that's why I do this. But I mean, this game is counting down. Nothing too much really going on at the minute. 40 seconds to go. Brighton still looking for one. The pace has been looking like it's slowly been picking up. That's a bit of a miss from Farrell, though.
Might work out for them. Takes one though. A hard one, this. Not much to say. This game's just sort of ending.
Yeah,
There's no offensive. I mean, there's offensive pressure, obviously, from Brighton, but it's not directed or really particularly driven, and that's not going to help it from Hazes. So.
Oh, that's nice from TJX, and somehow that one will sneak through. JTL gets the impossible angle around the goalkeeper and into the net off the post. 3-1 for Sussex. Oh, that's just actually a big whiff from Wardley.
Yeah,
never mind, but good shot nonetheless from JTL. 3-1. This puts this game 2 to bed. And we will have a tied scoreline in the series. 1-1 now. JTL just missing a possible fourth goal as this game ends. Now's I think where, you know, we see the teams sort of shore up and start to properly play. It seems to happen a lot in these long series where games 1 and 2, they switch, especially when teams are so close together. I mean, we've seen this between like the top teams where Portsmouth faced Lancaster, or I don't know if they've actually played each other, but like Portsmouth, Loughborough even is what I was meant to say. Yeah, where they trade like at the start and then suddenly it closes up and everything becomes a lot more, I don't want to say stale, but a lot more chess-like, whereas every mistake gets capitalized on, every piece gets taken, and it builds and builds. I hope that happens now. I hope we see, one of these teams like Brighton be like, right, boys, okay, we've given them their fun. They've had their one win. Now let's go for it. Or, Sussex be like, okay, they had their win at the start. Now we're on top. Let's keep this going. Don't sit back again and, let the other team back into it.
I think Sussex could leverage, especially playing with JTL here, a bit of an underdog mentality. And we saw yesterday in our unis versus schools match that an underdog mentality can get you quite a long way. So perhaps they'll be thinking of it like that. But either way, I think, at 1-1, there's still obviously a whole best of 5 equivalent left to go. So both teams got plenty of time to speed up.
Yeah, and that's the plan, at least. That's what we hope to see on our end. Whether the players are listening and taking notes, that is another question. But with this game 3 underway, that's a good attempt from Hazard. Just can't quite slip it in on the front post. Early pressure coming out from Brighton, and that is good. That's what we like to see.
Might catch them out here. Farrell's a bit awkward, and that's not a second touch he would have wanted, but manages to get a third very well.
Yeah, a lot more pressure coming out from both these teams. I think it does suddenly seem like they've upped the ante with the speed. And they're now finally going for it. They've had their little fun. They've had their meet and greet. And now it's getting down to the dirty stuff where it matters.
Of course, we've seen it time and time again where it only takes one team to be not playing particularly hot. It takes one team to be warming up slowly, and that slows the other team down. Then there's misses that you're not expecting, or they're not as quick to a ball as you think. Hayes is nice and quick to that one to put them 1-0 up. But now they're warming up, both teams look like they'll perform better going forward.
Yeah, rather fortunate self-pass from Wardley off the 50, but a great center to Hazard, and he is right on that. And yeah, that's what we want to see. The speed, the passing plays coming out as well now. And as you said, yeah, with the teams, warming up, being slow. I mean, we had Brighton in here for a good 10 to 15 minutes sat in the lobby while we were figuring out what Sussex were doing with their roster. So yeah, Sussex were late and Brighton were waiting. So it makes sense why they were slow to begin with.
Yes, it's true. But I mean, we saw it yesterday. The Sunderland College team. If anyone caught that stream against the Sunderland Uni team, they sort of muddled their way to a victory, and everyone thought, "Oh, okay, well that was nice." But now everyone's going to come along, and it's going to get a bit depressing for the Sunderland College team. But Durham defenders came out, played a much more cohesive game, and Sunderland saw it and stepped up. So maybe both teams will slowly ramp up together in this series.
Yeah, that's the way right now. 2 minutes played, still only 1-0 to Brighton. Sussex looking to try and make some plays going forwards. An interesting touch from TJX after the mystery. That's a nice back pass as well. Not too sure how much he meant about that, but he's slowly been able to work his way all the way down the field.
Yeah.
Just cut out by Beryl, but not the touch he was after, and JTL slips in to sneak that one through.
Not too sure how you score them.
No, as long as I go in, as
floating around my head.
A great statement of mine is we take those. It's what I like to say. Any bit of fortune that comes your way, we take those. And
yeah, Sussex will take those.
You will always take the gift handed to you if you can. That looks like another one. No, it's saved off the post by Hazard. Suddenly the pressure is switched and it's all Sussex coming through now.
Yeah, we've got limited boost on the defensive side. Brighton's still doing quite a good job of controlling that when they get into the offensive side, so it takes a long time. There you go, see Hazard there. Does the opposite of a caster's curse for me and proves me right as I'm speaking. Just takes their corner boost, leaves TJ pushing out with nothing, but if Brighton aren't going to challenge higher up,
TJ doesn't need boost.
Well, not when no one's challenging.
Yeah, well, he faked the first guy out, and then no one ever seemed to want to go for it after, and it's not the play you want when you're, trying to look for a way back into the lead. You've got to be stopping them as soon as they're able to get the ball. You do not want to give them time to build attacks, let them position. All about the pressure here. This is looking a bit more like it now. Woodley cutting that one out right away, but Farrell not quite looking like he's on his A game yet. Just a few mistakes here and there. I mean, I think he is, calming down with the Rocket League, taking his music more seriously now, and fair play to him,
Oh, yeah.
It's always good to have real life hobbies than video games at the end of the day.
What are you trying to say about my game?
Mate, I'm just as bad, don't worry.
Oof, I don't think Improvit would have expected that one to get through to him, and he wasn't able to capitalise on it before the demo. But when I watch Brighton here, if they push up, I think they'll be looking straight away for corner boosts. Wardley's driving there without the boost even being there. So
and he's bumping his teammate as well, and he's actually gone and sent Hazard to the ER room as he set him up to die on that one. The savagery of the teammates. 30 seconds to go though, still 1-1, nothing to separate these two teams so far. Farrell's looking to drop another one down like he did in that game one. That one sadly more of a pass, but no teammate there for him. The plays do seem to be building more and more though in favour of Brighton. They're looking like they're trying to find these passing plays.
Awkward for JT, no boost. And watch here, look there. Hazard again takes corner boost straight away as a point of
Oh my god!
Launches his teammate through the sky, but the boost bit was fine.
Yeah, now that they've sped up, they seem to be getting on top of each other a little bit when they don't realise that, they're taking their time when they're offered it. That's the fine margin. That's a big double commit. Oh my god, they've got away with it, and they've actually made it into a brilliant play as Hazard passes that back to Wardley. I thought this was... That is so fortunate. The full man team play comes through off the double commit. And it made a great play, but wow, did they get out of that one? Because if they both miss that ball, that's an open net for Sussex.
Well, Ferrell, straight in chat, he meant it. Apparently. There are cases where I'm willing to give benefit of the doubt. I'm really not sure that's one of them, but Brighton won't care. As you would say, Princey, we take those, and they'll take game 3 here.
I mean, you take that one and you enjoy that one as well, because
Yes, you would.
one of the stupidest plays to come out of it, but it's one of the best things to happen. You've basically thought, okay, right, we've done. Oh, this is it. We've double committed. We're both not going now. We're done for. And it's like, nope, ping pong. Wardley's like, thank you.
Yep.
Slams it into the back of the net, and Sussex are the ones that are going to feel hurt from that, because that's a hard one to take.
It is.
It's a hard one to take.
That's
I
not
mean,
what you like to
luckily
see,
they've got time still, but yeah, it's it's not too great from.
Fantastic. That's the Rocket League equivalent of finding 10 quid in an old pair of trousers. But Sussex will feel quite hard done by there, I think, with their playing so well throughout that game, getting some good offensive pressure. Brighton definitely had more of the ball, but they didn't really think they were going to win it like that.
I mean, it was a mistake that let Sussex in, but it was a very close, intense game nonetheless.
Sussex were doing more defending, but they did it well, and I think they felt hard done by to be caught out by something like that.
Yeah, for sure. Now, anyway, with game 4 underway, Sussex will be hoping to try take this one back, tie up the series again, 2-2, but this one dropping nicely for Ferrell, only able to put it onto the backboard, and 50 not too helpful for his teammates. They'll just have to drop off. But Sussex looking a little bit wobbly at times. That's a big clear, and Ferrell's onto it. Gets the hit down, but TJX will just get that one away. Brighton definitely looking strong at the minute with their attacks.
Yeah, it's interesting to see both teams looking for controller's boost, but Brighton definitely having the better side of it, and it's letting them get more of this offensive pressure, because in private there, just taking a back boost, but the ball's already out. When Brighton take the back boost, Sussex don't get the ball out quickly enough.
But I like the plays that Brighton are looking for. That they attempted the 3-man passing play there in the midfield. Wardley pushed up almost too soon on that one, though. Yeah, that's the problem when you go for these 3-man offenses. You can leave yourself very vulnerable to the big clears over the back. Yeah, and I think that's the one thing they've got to watch out for. Sussex might be starting to look for it.
They may well, but I think you're right. It's going to have to be something that Sussex wise up to, because as yet, Sussex are sort of being a bit passive and just letting their back boosts go, and it's obviously quite a lot harder to make those long clears, clear 3 men if no one has any boosts to hit the ball with. So Sussex are going to have to change something, I think, if they want to be pushing out more onto offense.
Yeah, well, they've got a bit of pressure going for them now, finally, but it's things like that that really just don't go your way. The slight misread on the bounce, and then the attempts to rectify it with a challenge. Unfortunately for TJX, that challenge just means the pinch off of Hazard's car flies right into your net, and you find yourselves once again 1-0 down with a little bit of misfortune. That sounds like it could just be summing up Sussex Day so far, They're the main man Distan, AFK, nowhere to be seen. Then, a couple miss hits. That one should have maybe been on target. JTL even tries to get that one back, and he will do nicely to I'm Private. They pick up one. Maybe I'm just trying to look for the negatives, but they're trying to be positive still. It's a nice pop. Wardley tried his best, but I don't think he had boost.
Yeah, no boost.
Couldn't stop the momentum of the ball, pushing that one through. 1-1 now, once again, all tied up. And I've said that so many times already in this series. These teams really, close together. It'd be interesting if Distan was here as well. That's an interesting 50 from Wardley. Goes for the musty. Yeah, I think we're always going to be in a what if, What if this... Well, saying that, the one way we wouldn't be is if Sussex go and take this. They go and win it. It's like, what if they'd had this and maybe they would have lost? You never know.
Well, I'm surprised, pleasantly, by Sussex's performance in this setting.
Oh, that's a nice pinch. Almost a goal out of that. There's a lot of this right now. The third man being caught out from just being either too pushed up or not expecting some hits coming through. And that's happening for both teams as well.
I see TJ, I think, is beginning to wise up there. He took boosts on the way back, but didn't quite get his corner. And Ferrell had a bit of the net to aim at, but it would have been very challenging.
That one not quite going in the other end as well. Ferrell getting slightly fortunate. I mean, you say he had an open net. He might have saved the original shot. TJX was awkward on the side wall and trying to rush back to make the save. I don't know if he would have got there or not. But Ferrell trying to get the soft touch into the corner accidentally just saved it and almost gave a huge opportunity for Sussex going the other way. Game still in the balance. A minute 20 to go. This might be a good opportunity here for Wardley. Beats out his man, gets the bump as well. But no one underneath the ball for Brighton. It seems like Brighton's play right now is all for one or none at all.
Yes. Yeah.
There's just a few missing links right now in their play where someone's not quite on the same level reading the play as it's happening, and I'd say that's probably a bit more fortunate in the side of Sussex because Brighton have been coming out with some nice passing plays and nice team attempts. It's just not been quite working out for them as much as they probably hoped for.
You know, the fact that they're going for them shows that there's a level of confidence and ability there that Sussex would do well to respect, and I think sooner or later we'll see this Brighton team start to connect fairly consistently, and once they do, Sussex are going to have to change something if they want the series to go the distance here.
Well, saying all that, right now it is still 1-1. 2-1 overall in the series to Brighton. This is a best of 7. So this is not match point for Brighton if they take this. But if Sussex can nick a goal here, actually, Ferrell looking to almost pinch that one into his own net. That would have been disastrous. However, Brighton looking for the 0-second goal. This ball being kept up. Ferrell going for the read. Can't quite get it. And TJX does well to slam that one down. We have overtime here in Game 4. A pretty crucial one for Sussex. They must win this to tie up the series. If not, we will find Brighton playing for that match point and the big bragging rights in this Varsity matchup here.
Yeah, this is quite critical for Sussex now. They would really not rather fight this back from 3-1 down in the series, so they want to get out quickly, but Brighton have again trapped them in their corner with no boost.
It's a slightly worrying start for Sussex as Brighton are piling on the pressure. TJX just about gets back to that one, but it's gone right back to Ferrell once again.
Double commit.
Oh, JTL had the chance to clear that away, doesn't get it. Wardley went for the little fake as well. This is a ton of pressure right now from Brighton. They are just about keeping this one at bay, are Sussex. But Ferrell here looking for the drop down. Private does well not to be put off by the orange car flying past him. Sussex just need to get a bit of boost and get this out of their own half right now as Ferrell looks to try and take this one the whole way. Unfortunately for him, he was going the wrong way, away from net on the hit, and no one was in position to read that as a pass. And still Sussex just about hang on. I mean, there's been no clear-cut opportunities, but Sussex is struggling right now.
They are. If Brighton can keep this up, as I say that, Sussex will break out, but an offensive push like that, I mean, as JTL there just knocks the ball away.
Ooh, he goes for the Doomsday dish off the crossbar. Gets just about cut down in time. And that was a big opportunity there because no one seemed to want to challenge TJX on the backboard. But now the great play there from Ferrell and Wardley. What a goal that is to put this one to bed here in Game 4. A lovely bit of team play here. Wardley coming off the backboard. They even pinch it. I thought it was a 1-2, but no, it's a pinch goal into the bottom corner. What a play there from Brighton to take this overtime, put them within match point here.
Yeah, it was a fantastic play, and that I think Sussex will feel a bit happier. Obviously, you're never happy to concede, but they won't feel quite as hard done by as they were in the last game with the deciding goal. But
I mean,
you know, Brighton deserved that win. I think they had so much more offensive pressure. They were controlling boost. They were doing some fantastic rotations to make sure they didn't get caught out, and they just wore Sussex down.
Yeah, well, I mean, as you were saying, a goal like that is one you sort of just have to put up. It goes two ways. You're either like, oh my god, you're so lucky, you did not mean that pinch, like blah blah
Depends
blah,
how
or you're
angry
like,
you are to
oh
start.
my god, fair play, okay, that was pretty good, yeah. But as you were saying, yeah, Farrell put up 8 shots this game and only managed the 1 goal. He's got to work on his shooting a little bit here, because that should have probably, I mean, based off the stats here, that should have been a lot more comfortable for Brighton than it was made out to be. But this is now their match point. Sussex need to win the next 3 in a row to take this. If not, the bragging rights for the Varsity will indeed be going to Brighton.
Yeah. But, you know, we've seen, I think, throughout this season, the NSE, any number of show matches, that teams change when either their back's against the wall or they're nearly at a victory. You know, we've seen teams bottle big leads. We've seen teams play like their lives depend on it when their lives in the tournament do in fact depend on it, and it can be a completely different ball game. So we'll have to see if Sussex can not miss easy clears like that.
Yeah, well, they've had a few of those, but they've always, fortunately for them, had someone behind. The problem is here, when they get out, they've not seen... I mean, this is brilliant from Farrell. He's trying to get this one pinched back mid, but just behind Hazard. The problem's been when they've got out, they've not had boost, and because they've not had boost, they've not been able to generate hits for passes. TJX is awkward here on the goal line, but he takes his sweet time with it, does very well, realizing that no one from Brighton's pushing in.
I think straight into the corner for that boost, even though he believes in his teammates, goes straight to the corner. If Wardley had won that challenge, Brighton would have been up on the offense, and there would be no corner boost left for Sussex, and that is how they wear them down.
Yeah, it's the invisible game almost. The boost management and the boost stealing from Brighton has been very good. And that's why we've seen the lack of passing plays, as Wardley almost gets a beautiful double tap. Crazy tight angle there.
Whoa!
Can't quite get it through. Oh, sorry, I didn't see any of that. What happened? Why are we looking at the ball on the goal line?
Fantastic double touch off the ceiling to set his teammates up for a very awkward save, but he'll not want to see that one again anytime soon.
Oh, I was watching the guy who got demoed, and my screen did not move for a good second. So, yeah, I guess Sussex once again riding their luck a little bit. I mean, you know, for the couple of games we were saying that they've had unlucky goals against them, they've definitely had fortunate moments in front of net. That will not be one, though. A nice little 1-2 once again. Wardley and Farrell, the combination these two have had has been great this afternoon. That's a nice 1-2. TJX cannot read the touch into the bottom corner. And that might be one thing that, you know, next year Brighton might miss with Wardley saying his goodbyes. But that doesn't matter right now. That was a very quick response from Sussex. The kickoff. Hazard moves away. Farrell can't quite get there as quick as I'm Private does. And we are at 1-1 for... I mean, this has happened every game, basically, besides the first two, hasn't it?
Yes. It has, but, you know, that's better from Sussex. We can say it as many times as you like. It really doesn't matter how you score them. You know, Brighton did a fantastic period of offence, wore them down over a minute, maybe even more, but if Sussex falls into the bottom left like that, they'll take them now.
How does I think TJX might just fully... Oh, Farrell's coming out from the backboard. Went for the in and out save. Expected him. Yeah, it wasn't the best of hits from my Private, but maybe, you know, that's just what you need in that situation. It's the the miscalculated fake out, but they almost accidentally own goal. This game's becoming very, very weird right now.
Yes, I think both teams getting maybe a little bit of the jitters, not quite seeing each other properly. Farrell trying for it.
Oh no! The own goal!
PJ.
Just as I'm saying, it's getting weird. Farrell gets the pop. Pops it into TJX as well. That one's just going wide. That is... Oh, I don't know. It's just been a game of misfortune and...
Unfortunate, if you're feral in that situation.
For both teams, though, it's like
Yeah.
it's been very even in that sense. But as Feral has pointed out in the chat, he says that's a high IQ play. So
So we have to believe him.
yeah, no, he fully meant that. I
Oh
fully
my!
believe it.
Okay, I can say exclusively for Hazard that probably wasn't the most.
Oh, but
play
yeah,
handball,
I have no idea what's happening right now. This game, though, for all that's going on, for all the weird that's going on right now, we're at 2-2. Sussex still need to win this. That's great touch from TJX. It's still an awkward spot. And they've double committed now as well. But Private has been offered the time needed. Farrell went for the pre-jump in the middle. He is enjoying himself right now. I mean, you know, if fortune's going your way with some weird goals, might as well go for it.
Oh my! I don't know if you should say.
Yeah, that's double commit, big demo. Hazard misreads that one terribly. Private just comes in for the cleanup. Sussex now in the lead, and I still can't tell what's going on with this game.
I don't think anyone can. Bit of a mystery.
Well, for all that, Brighton need to find another goal if they want to try and see this one off. They have 1:14 to do it, but Sussex look like they're out for blood. They're going for a lot of demos all of a sudden. That's a brilliant pass, but I'm Private can't find the front post.
JTL did fantastically well, but I think dropped it just slightly too close to that front wall there. Would have made it a very difficult shot, easy to cover the angle for Brighton, but it was a fantastic idea from Sussex.
Yeah, and all Brighton can do here is boot that one away, and I mean, that should have been Sussex ball to stay onto, but the misplay and the misreads has led Wardley looking to try and get a flip reset. I think Brighton want to end this one in style for all the mess that's been happening here in this game 5. They want to see it, you know, cleaned up a little bit with a nice play like they ended the overtime. But right now they need to find a goal just to tie this up. They're going for it here, and they will find it. Once again, a double commit, but it actually is favorable for them. I don't think Hazard makes a play on this, no, but he probably throws off the defense enough as Ferrell slips that one just between man and post. 3-3 now, 21 seconds to go. This is still anyone's game.
It is, and Sussex, I think, will be ruining the fact that they didn't make their opportunities earlier count. It was some of the best offense they've played all series, but they couldn't convert on it. And Brighton get a little bit, you know, maybe not lucky, but it was certainly of dubious quality, that play, and now they're on the offense here with just a few seconds left.
Oh, Wardley, not quite the touch he was after. This ball is staying up, though. Will they be able to take it in style? No, we go to overtime. Now, Sussex, one goal between slowly clawing this one back or losing it all. These are the fine margins we are now at.
Yeah, this is very favourable for Brighton because they can play confidently. They've got nothing to lose. They go, oh, well, that's only game 5. So they still have another 2 chances. Sussex really have to be careful. But at the same time, they can't really just sit back and defend because eventually Brighton will score.
Yeah, and with Farrell still doing a lot of pre-jumping. It's something you don't normally see in an overtime, especially one, you know, as crucial as this. That's a nice play. TJX will not get that. And Wardley bows out in style here for Brighton. Gets the winning goal. A nice shot to the far side. TJX maybe could have made the save if he hadn't clipped the post. But congratulations to Brighton. You are the Brighton City Varsity winners. You have the bragging rights for the year now.
Yes.
Congratulations to you and commiserations to Sussex.
Yeah, I think Sussex, you know, you're right. It's now going to be a lot of what ifs. For everyone, I think, you know, I think Diston could have made a difference in this series, but that said, I think Sussex can hold their heads high. They played remarkably well for a team that perhaps certainly hasn't had as much experience playing as a unit as the normal Sussex roster. So I think this Sussex team can say they did themselves proud, particularly in that last game with their offense there.
Yeah, it's unfortunate we didn't get to see, the full strength Sussex team out there, but they still played and gave us a good showing. And
none of the games were particularly sort of large gaps. The Sussex lost a lot of close games, and they didn't really get blown out in any particular way. It was closer than a 4-1 scoreline might suggest.
yeah, not at all. And with that, that's only one of the games we are bringing you today. Yes, because next up, after a short break, we have our NSE third place match between Nottingham Trent and University of West England Sea Stags. Both these teams did very well in the European university scene in EURC. And they've been back and forth. They've played each other a few times, I think. It's been very, very hit and miss between who wins and who loses. Who loses even. But who knows how that one will go. And, that's not even the end of it after that, because following on from that, if there is time between that and our NSE Grand Finals match, we will have some caster clash where, we get to pick a team to represent us.
The best bit.
And then play a little series for points and bragging rights between us two. So,
well, yes. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, certainly.
Yeah, all this to come after a short break, so you guys don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss it.
even when they hurt. You wanna feel, wanna fall in love, wanna give it all up, but you don't want to lose your control. Are we playing this game? Oh, are we playing this game? Are you too afraid, or are you giving in? Let the games begin, 'cause I play to win. I playing this game.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to what should be some great Rocket League matches here on Rocket Kingdom TV. I am, of course, still Princey, and I'm still joined by Ash.
Still here.
And now we have one of, if not, well, it's our biggest matchup of the day, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is
Yeah,
the NSE third place playoff match between Nottingham Trent and University of West England Sea Stags. These guys are playing for a prize pool of £120 worth of game credit, if I do believe.
Correct. Although, of course, all games across the country are currently closed. But it will still be valid when they're open. Nothing to be turning your nose up at, especially, as these guys are clearly quite into games. So I think this will be quite a good matchup.
Yeah, well, I was saying before that I thought this was rather 50-50, but it actually turns out that when these teams have played each other, Nottingham Trent have a 100% win record against them. However,
yes, but
the fact that Misty is now back in Malaysia means that he has ping, essentially. He has a lot of ping in comparison to if he was here in the UK still. And to even further their problems that they've been having, Instinct hates his setup. I think he plays on a laptop back home, and he has a broken controller. Also, he exclaims. So it's this might be the chance that Yui have to pit them to the prize at the end of the day. But it seems like they're throwing each other's excuses out on chat. They seem like a happy bunch, and I'm willing to get this game underway if you are. They've been waiting in here a couple minutes, so
yes. Well, we all know that the only thing Instinct can do faster than aerialing is make excuses. So we'll have to see if the broken controller does actually impact his play. But I think Misty is going to be the one to watch, certainly in the early matches.
Yeah, well, as it seems like Instinct. Speaking of, he cannot join the circus. There we go. He's sorted out his controller problems, and we will finally get this game one underway. So, with what we've just spoken about, who do you think is going to have it? Who do you think is going to have it in the bag?
It's very hard to say. I think in a vacuum, as it were, this would be Trent's game, definitely, because they've played numerous times. They seem to have UWE's number. But two players facing adversity of different types, I'm not going to cut Instinct any slack. For a start, he's a 1,500-hour keyboard and mouse player. But Misty, I think, will notice a difference, obviously. I don't actually know what his ping is. It's just over 200, so that's going to make quite a noticeable difference. And it might help UWE take leads.
Yeah, you say that, and Yui have come out fighting. That's an interesting touch from Incognito, but it ends up being laid up nicely for Jordan, who will slam home the opening goal of this best of 7 in favor of University of West England. And that could be a sign of things to come, but we know just how in your face this Nottingham Trent team is. Instinct loves a good demo.
Yes,
even if he's got a broken controller, for sure. But even if he's got a broken controller, I don't think we will see him, switch out of that mentality that we normally see. So we expect that they will come flying through. But then, on the other end, you've got Sebadam on the side of Yui. So this man, very, very good player, veteran of the RLRS and RLCS, if I do indeed believe. So when you've got that, even a demo-hungry man, you've got to avoid it. But that was a big double commit. Jordan's just waiting to drop this one home. Incognito's not close enough, and it gives Misty the time that he needed to just about get that one away from their net and keep this at just a 1-0 deficit. However, Sebadam with a beautiful flick and a fortunate turtle goal. Not quite too sure what went on there, but a brilliant flick to start with. Great save from Instinct, but I don't know if Sebadam read that and just happened to flip his car into the way. Nonetheless, 2-0 now. in favor of Yui,
Ooh.
and possibly almost actually conceding a goal on that one. That would have been interesting, an own goal. Just
Yeah.
after you go 2-0 up, throw away one of your goals like that. But no, they've kept it well. That's a nice play from Misty, trying to get it through to Johnny. Johnny, though, can't quite make contact, and they've left the broken controller boy all alone by himself. Looking like it's working fine right now. Gets it past 2, actually. The teammate was slow following up, and that just left Jordan a nice bit of time to clear that one away, because they were in a dangerous position to get away with it.
Yeah, again, I think some early game jitters here from both teams. Neither team looking as hot as we've seen them. I think obviously Trent have some excuses. I think some are certainly more valid than others. I would be absolutely atrocious playing on what's a fifth of a
Oh, he's not got it! Instinct had the whole net to aim for, and he hit it on the front post. The ball went all across the goal and out on the other side. Huge miss. Missed opportunity there on the side of Nottingham Trent. So unfortunate not to have got their first goal. Instinct looking to try and get another one, or at least try and get one. Misty's been dropped it, and it's nicely, but it's off the crossbar. Off the post as well. Johnny coming through, and he's hitting onto the crossbar. They cannot put this ball into the back of the net. So many missed chances there from Nottingham Trent. Now Jordan looking to try and make this 3. A good 50 from Misty, but Severdam still on this, getting the pressure going. Oh, you've got to feel hard done by if you're Nottingham Trent right there.
They seem to be under the impression it's a woodwork challenge. They've been smashing it off every piece of the goal frame that they can find, but as of yet, no proper shots that require saves from the UWE defense, and I'm proved wrong straight away.
You are proved wrong. Caster's Curse coming through. A nice hit from Misty. Incognito decides not to throw his car in the way, though, and try and get anything on it, which means Johnny can cleanly sweep on through, pull this back to a 1-goal game. And I mean, on the play of things right now, you'd probably say that Nottingham Trent are in favour of tying this one up and bringing it to a possible Game 1 overtime. But they still need to find one more goal, and they've got to get their shooting under wraps.
Yeah,
And not commit third man. Jordan can't make the touch on that one. That was an open net if he could have made the contact, but it was a really difficult shot. Still, though, so close between these two here in Game 1, and a much faster game than what we saw in our first few of the Varsity match. That's a really nice pinch. Jordan trying to make the read off the backboard. Can't quite do it. A lot of mechanical play coming through from these players here, as this is... I mean, although these two are fighting for third place here, they were the top 2 finishing teams for the UK in the EURC, the European University competition. So, you know, although they're not the cream of the crop for this semester in NSE, they are still top teams for the UK. And unfortunately for Nottingham Trent, Sea Stags take Game 1, hold on to the early 2 goals they picked up, but they had to fight for that at the end there.
They did, and you know, the fact that Misty's still topping his team scoreboard on a fifth of a second behind everyone else is a testament to just how good this Nottingham team would be in normal considerations. But Instinct now seems to understand the point of the game. He's not doing a crossbar challenge anymore, he's told us in the chat, so hopefully we'll get some better shooting out of them this time. They should have levelled that game by all accounts.
Yeah, it should have been. I mean, it was close anyway, but if they could have put those shots away, they had twice as many as Sea Stags did. It was just about sticking into the net. Yeah, maybe as Jordan's saying, they might have played a little bit too much Heat Seeker.
Yep.
He's actually put Heart Seeker, but you know,
something else out of this third place match.
That's taken another route. Anyway, I mean, once this game gets finished, we might still have a wait until the grand finals, which will be hosted on the main NSE stream by our good friends Killsync and Drumsaws. But before that, we might need some players to help do our little volunteers for our little head-to-head clash of the casters.
good volunteers for me, and sort of mediocre ones for Princey.
Hey, I get to choose, so you know we're both getting these out. But yeah, if anyone from the Uni 6-man's Discord server are interested in having a few games on stream, being representing either myself or Atch, signups should be opening over there in about 10 minutes. So if you're interested, put your name down. We'll pick you. And they will be best of 3 matches and just rolling on until the grand finals come up and are ready to be played. But in the meantime, once again, very even playing.
That's a good shot.
More pressure coming out from UW here. A good chance for Sebadam, but he doesn't make great contact on that. And Instinct's able to get an easy clear. Now looks for the double tap off the ceiling, but Sebadam, after the shot that Instinct saved, comes back the other way and denies him in a spectacular fashion on the goal line there.
Yeah, that's more like Instinct that we know. That's the kind of play that really only this Trent team would consistently go for. It's the kind of showmanship that they've become famous for almost in the NSE so far this season, and I think if they can get some of that going, they might have a chance. Sebadam has to scramble back for that one, but it remains 0-0.
Can't make the read on that. Johnny hits it to the backboard. Misty gets a good center in here. Instinct look to go for it. Side flip. And they double commit, but Johnny is speedy onto this one. And I think, yeah, just a side flip from Instinct, which meant, I think Johnny was watching. As soon as he saw that go, he flew across. Probably caught out the defenders as well, actually, to be honest, because if you're a defender watching that, you're expecting, yeah, but you're expecting Instinct to go on that. So as soon as you see him side flip, you're like, oh, okay, I'm fine with this. But suddenly Johnny's flying out of the side of your screen. You did not expect that, and he beats you to the ball, and you're 1-0 down. Now it's the turn of Yui to find an equalizer here that we've not yet seen so far. But who knows? This game too is still very young.
Crucial touch there, but you're right. This is still plenty of time left, and UWE are getting plenty of control of the boost in this corner at the moment, and this might be just about enough.
Just gets it through. I thought we might have been seeing the game one vibes that Trent brought out with the post hits, because that one's off the post. Sebadam just about flips his car to stop that one hitting the post as well. And this is the first time in the series that we have been all tied up at 1-1. It happened a lot in that Varsity matchup that we casted just before. And I'm expecting, with the caliber of these two teams on show, that, you know, this will be a very tight matchup, and we will see close scorelines as well. But for the meantime, with Nottingham Trent being 1-0 down in the series, they will be hoping very much that they can find another goal to put themselves back in the lead and tie this series up. Just have to wait and see if that will indeed happen.
Incognito almost let Jordan down a bit there with an accidental touch, but it's worked out for UWE. I must say I'm very impressed at a fifth of a second behind the rest of the server how Misty is coping with this. I could not fathom playing on the amount of ping that he has at the moment, and he's not only doing his bit in defense, but also getting fantastically directed touches on offense.
Yeah, I mean, you say that, but he is, you know... Oh, good shot. Never mind. We will get back to that in a second as Jordan looks to put Yui ahead here in this game too. A nice shot behind Johnny. Goes for the front post. It's a difficult one to take because sometimes the defender will just wait and then you look stupid for not going to the far side. But the times where they think you're shooting across, you have played the defense appropriately. But yeah, as you were saying, going back to Misty, he is or was, I think it still is a pro for
I believe he's on area
for Asia, yeah. Well, he was on 1NE, and because there are no servers over in Asia, they've had to have I think they had to play on either Oceania servers or, you know, even European ones. So he's had to have grown up essentially in this game, at least playing with high ping. So for all the fun and joy that coming over and having ping would probably have done for, you know, this is almost back to home in a way.
Yes, it's not his first attempt at playing like this, that's true.
No, if you take anyone else and you suddenly throw them on native ping, I don't think they'd have a much worse time than he is right now. But saying all that, he needs to be trying to help his team find a goal to put themselves back tied here. There's only a minute left here in this game too, and if they lose this one as well, they are suddenly 2-0 down in this best of 7 series. And then that's a bit more of a mountain to climb.
It is, because this team are looking fantastic on the side of UWE. And, you know, I think, obviously, a lot of talk about this team is talk about Sebadam, because he's the RCS player. He's obviously had quite a good career in esports, as he puts in a third as I speak.
Speak of the man and he shall appear.
Yes, as we've seen countless times in NSE, one good player doesn't get you very far. To make this third place match, they've had fantastic performances throughout the term from both Jordan and Incognito, and I think, you know, without two players of their caliber, they would not have made it anywhere near as far.
Yeah, they had the groundwork already. They just needed that one player to come through and help them become the stronger team that they are. That is what Sebadam did. They probably got better than what they'd hoped for, getting, you know, the type of player that Sebadam is.
Certainly.
Yeah, and I mean, on this game here, Incognito being offered a gift from a misplaced back pass, 4-1 in this game to University of West England. This one is all said and done, pretty much. We are just looking to run down the clock, and then, you know, it's at this point you're really looking at what can Nottingham Trent bring out of the bag, because finding yourselves 2-0 down in a series that, you know, you were unfortunate in the game one because you just couldn't shoot.
Well, yes.
Here you've been a bit more blown out of the water, a few mistakes of your own, but again, the shots, you know, they've had 10 shots here and they've only managed 1 goal.
Yeah.
There's a problem there. They're not quite sticking it in away when they should do. But then, you know, saying that, Sea Stags, they managed 14 shots and they only got 4 goals.
Still much
So
better.
but it's much better. Obviously, they won the game. You know, you can't fault them. It's just about taking the chances, playing for the chances. Johnny might be reset. Oh, he's back. It's fine. He might just change car.
I think that's a new car for Johnny. But yes, I think Nottingham will have to tighten some stuff up. Defensively, they've looked fine, except for a couple of sort of slightly dubious things, particularly that 4th goal in this game for UWE. Bit of a gift. Offensively, they've had the right ideas. They've gone for some brilliant plays. They haven't quite been able to pull them off yet. And I think if they can, then this series can go away.
Yeah, it's all down to Nottingham Trent now, because if they lose this, they are in a position where you have to reverse sweep. And I mean, you know, we've definitely we've definitely seen it done here in the NSE, because this there was a reverse sweep from Lancaster to take down University of West England to get Lancaster to the grand finals. Last semester, there was a reverse sweep from Loughborough over Salford to take Loughborough to the grand finals. That's 2 seasons in a row where we've had those fairy tale or nightmare scenarios, depending what team you're on.
Well, yes, and of course, if you're on the orange team here, you'll be going 3-0 up and going, hang on a minute, this seems a bit familiar. And I think if this does go 3-0 down, if Nottingham do lose this 3rd game, they can take solace from the fact that they get 1 back, and suddenly there'll be a lot of sweating on the side of UWE.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was obviously, you know, fighting for the finals. We've not seen too much of that. I think we've not really seen competitive 3rd place matches before this one really here, because they've always been done right after the semi-finals. Which,
Yes,
you know, when teams are disappointed and they can't make it, they don't really put their all, even though there's a prize on the line. And here we fight coming through from Misty, a good pre-flip challenge. Nice speed to beat out Incognito and put his team 1-0 up. This is what Nottingham Trent need. A bit of pressure, a bit of oomph, really. A bit of, you know, the front foot play. Just getting them forwards, getting the goals flowing. That I think is, you know, 1 shot for 1 goal right now. It is indeed. And that, you know, is a great record rather than like a 0.2% conversion rate or something that they've had in the last 3. I mean, it's not been as bad as that, but, you know, it's been poor.
Less than 100%, which is what it is now. And if you can do 100% shooting, you'll probably take this series. So Nottingham will be quite happy with that. Or not that.
But
That
yes,
won't make them very
speaking of,
happy.
is this a 200% shooting record because they've technically own goaled, or was this one in anyway? Incognito gets the... I think that's off the post, actually. It's hard to tell. It could be one of those ones that hits the post and squeezes through. You can't really leave it as a defender. You'd sort of...
Someone would have got back
Yeah.
to it if it hadn't touched it, but he just didn't quite get the right idea. Just knocked it in instead of maybe trying for a pinch or maybe a backflip that his broken controller didn't allow him. But we'll never know, and it's 1-1 now.
Yeah, Yui find themselves rather fortunately brought back into this game, but they will not mind it at all. They're on the front foot. They're getting another goal here. Jordan, in front of the last man, gets the redirect after two players commit on the hit from Sebadam, and he squeezed it through both.
That's a fantastic pass, but again, Nottingham getting a bit caught up on top of each other, and they're still looking a lot better sort of in the middle of the pitch than really at either end.
Misty here going for the ceiling shot, quickly shut down by Incognito. Yeah, this... I think the problem... Oh my god,
Hey.
Johnny goes for a crazy read. Forget what I was about to say. That's a pretty mad goal. Gets slammed up and reads it perfectly with his boost to smack that one in off the post. What a great goal from fortunate situations that he got thrown into.
Yeah, he did very well to recover that, and that's exactly the kind of play that you need from a team that's down. You want a little bit of luck and some sort of moment that you can pop off around, and then that will certainly help their core. Might put a bit of a mental landmine in UWE head.
That...
Don't ask.
Oh, Jordan ran out of boost. Incognito, I think, just thought he had it. That's a bit of a mix-up on defense, and as we were saying for, Yui being happy that they got a free equalizer, almost, I think Nottingham Trent will be very happy that they just be gifted that goal. Now looking to make a passing play out of it. The pass was just wide. Johnny looks to get the rear post redirect, but gets way too much on that ball and sends it over the net. And now we see a little bit of a scramble back for Nottingham Trent. No, they've been offered free solace out of that one. I mean, the point I was going to make before that interesting Johnny goal was it looks like Instinct is really not going for any sort of demo plays at all right now.
Yet.
And because of that, I think we've seen a lot of double commits from him specifically with his teammates, because he's not taking the wider rotations that they're probably used to when playing with him. So it's all bunched up a bit more, and then you're on top of each other a bit. I think that's what's going on there.
Yeah, I think Instinct, everyone knows him as a bit of a demo merchant, but normally the more serious the series is, the less he'll go for that kind of play. That's the kind of play he goes for when he's feeling really confident, really thinks he knows what he's doing, and he's got the team red. So maybe just a sign that he's not quite happy enough that Nottingham have this yet.
Well, I mean, as we see a double commit, actually, speaking of, between him and Misty right there, he's probably the... Oh no, Johnny's backflipped, and Jordan's gifted. This is the game of gifts. Oh, Johnny backflips because he just doesn't make the read off the wall. Jordan's gifted a goal. I'm not sure what's going on in this game anymore. Teams are they're being too nice to each other. Like, oh, you gave us a nice goal. Here's one back. Oh no, we can't be taking this. Come on, have another one yourself.
Yeah, it's a very British game of rocket, isn't it? No, you. No, I insist. After you.
I'd say that's more Canadian, but Anyway, this game now being 3-3 again. It's awkward for Nottingham Trent because they really need to win this if they don't want to have to reverse sweep.
Yes.
They have a minute now to find the goal to put them back in the lead, but the way this has been going in swings and roundabouts, it's looking like it's going to be Yui. Sebadam just didn't quite have enough boost to get onto the end of that one. And Nottingham Trent get away with one right there.
Yeah, lots of space in the midfield, which might benefit Jordan there, but both teams sort of sitting back a bit. Obviously, we're getting into kind of silver goal territory, so neither team particularly keen on sending all three men on a play.
Well, with 25 seconds left, this ball is in the wrong end of the pitch for Nottingham Trent. Obviously, it's still going to overtime, and it is only game 3. But as I've said countless of times already, you do not want to be in a position where you need to reverse sweep because that's the world against you. Incognito can't. Looks for a cheeky little redirect there, but couldn't quite make it. And I think we might be having our first overtime of the series here. 7-1, say no to bangs it, and it's just off the crossbar. We do indeed have overtime.
Well, this is going to be especially crucial. Again, this is the kind of situation that we saw Sussex in.
Oh, what a save!
Fantastic. And again! Oh, Incognito. But Nottingham Trent, you know, they've got to be a bit more careful. UWE have plenty of chances. They can really push up, try something fancy, but Nottingham Trent, not sure careful is in their dictionary, but if it is, they're going to have to bring it out now.
I'm sure Nottingham Trent thought they'd got that winner just there, but Incognito
Oh, there's some bumps.
plays the mad one, but never mind! That one's just snuck in. I think he might have pinched that with Johnny. Oh, he has. That's so unfortunate after the crazy plays, the crazy saves he had before. He goes for a ball he probably shouldn't be because that's just rolling off to the left wall. There's no harm in that there. And just like that, they give up the chance to go 3-0 up. And Nottingham Trent find their first steps in this series now, taking that game 3 and bringing it back 2-1 to UWE. We have a series.
Yes, we do. But I think Nottingham's still not looking fantastic. You know, UWE have looked in control of games they win. They kind of have themselves to blame for letting Nottingham back into that one. Like you say, game of gifts, couple of weird moments and odd goals that you don't really expect. And I think Nottingham will be looking for a kind of statement game where they can really show that they're here to play. And, you know, a 1-goal victory in overtime, especially winning it like that, not really the kind of message you're looking to send.
No, but it is a big confidence boost. And when you take full advantage of the gifts you're given and put away the opportunities that are awarded to you, it's always a positive as well, because the worst part is when you have the mistakes from the opposition team and you cannot score, which is what we saw in game 1. All the crossbar hits, all the post hits, they couldn't put anything to bed. They've started being able to finish their chances. We saw a much higher scoring game because of all the misplays defensively, which led to these open nets. Now I think it's more about who can actually shore themselves up and tighten up that defense again. Yes.
Yeah, no, it's very true. And, after a game like that, I think there's going to be jitters on both sides to start with, and it will come down to maybe who can set themselves up first.
Well, this is another big game 4 for Nottingham Trent, because if they win this one, they will have tied up the series 2-2 after looking a little bit loose and shaky earlier on. They will be feeling much better about themselves after that, but they do need this game to go in their favor right now. That's some good pressure coming out early as well. Quick saves being needed. Instinct getting the pass down, and Sebadam is there for the sweeping keeper role. Now looking to take it all the way himself. Good pressure coming out early from both these teams.
Yeah, this is better. Certainly better than the game we just looking a bit more cohesive on both sides of it. But like you say, this is the time for Nottingham to properly step up and make a statement here.
Johnny gets a good touch on that one, but it's straight to Jordan, and Instinct was also bumped out of play. This awkward for Misty, but he had no one pressuring him and able to get the free clear. He didn't realize it though, and actually just sent it right back into defense. Got no call from a teammate to say you had the time. It's a big thing in Rocket League. Take the time when you're offered it, because if you just keep hitting that ball away, like Johnny's right there, you're suddenly right back against you and have to make the big plays like Misty's just done. A big save, and now Johnny on the goal line as well, all from that, miss hit earlier that just handed away possession. That's a double commit as well, though, which will also do the exact same thing. Jordan trying to get up to this one, only able to drop it off the sidewall. But suddenly, after the quick start, we're back and forth as Johnny gets the chance to put it, but it's onto the crossbar. Misty can't make the read, trying to quickly follow up on that one. This is a game of back and forth right now. End-to-end stuff, opportunities for both teams, but neither able to take the chances.
There's the Instinct we know and love. And some bumps off the back line there, but it didn't quite get any, but something that UWE will have probably been nervously waiting for, and they can worry about it now.
Well, somehow this game is still 0-0 with 2 minutes played. Anyone's game to go for at this end at the minute. Misty trying to get on the end of that one, quickly shut down by Jordan. However, Johnny's got a quick chance to shut that. Sebadam quickly up and making the clear. Oh, but once again, the ball just handed away. Neither team able to take a big grasp on this game right now because they just keep passing the ball away to each other. Better from Nottingham Trent right there as Instinct was looking to make the play. This one might just be dropping in, but Jordan finds himself hanging on the back wall. Oh, and the passing play. Sebadam did not expect that one either. Suddenly it's all Nottingham Trent, and Yui are stuck trying to just hold out and keep the ball for a bit, but it's these hits. I mean, saying that, no one went there from Nottingham Trent, and Misty now with an awkward spot trying to put that one out to the side. This is very end-to-end.
Yeah, this is, you know, it's better from both sides, of course, but Nottingham are going to have to push up increasingly as this time ticks down because they're the ones needing to break the deadlock a bit more, and UWE can afford to sit back, relax, and hopefully wait for a mistake or an opportunity.
Oh, a double demo leaves us as a temporary 2v2. Don't know if that will really change anything right now because no one's really just... The link-up play's just missing a bit. There's not quite the... Like, that's a great pass from Sebadam, but his teammates not giving him the trust he deserves upfield. Not pushing up because they're just playing it a little bit too safe after, you know, being hounded a little bit at the back by this Nottingham Trent team.
Yeah, I think UWE would do well to try and push up a bit more. You know, like you say, trust each other, get some good offense going, because the worst thing they could do right now, we saw it when they lost to Lancaster. They went 3-0 up, and it was big last game moments. You know, they thought, oh, this could be the last game. So they went, oh, we've got 3 chances, we can take it a bit easy. And then they only had 2, and then they only had 1. And you know, it's not the way you want to try and hold your lead. You need to push forward and get some good offense to keep it going. Yeah,
but saying all that, in that game 6 especially, it was crazy clutch saves from Lancaster. There was a period of about 40 seconds where it was UWE on the net. Misty! Oh, that's man, nerves of steel on that one just to pop it over his net. Somehow, no one from Yui could get onto the end of that ball, and they get away with it. But this is nice play from Johnny. 0 seconds. Misty's coming in to put it away, but he's hit the post.
Oh my goodness.
The curse of game 1 has come back to haunt them here in game 4. Really was an open net for him to stick that one home, but couldn't make the touch. Maybe needed a little bit more pressure from someone just to not give him the time to realize how open it was. But once again, that was quite open too just there. However, that was a much more awkward hit to be made on the ball. And the pressure...
Oh, no.
Oh, now they're going the wrong way, and this has fallen to Jordan. Instinct does make it back in time. But Nottingham Trent seem to be the makers of their own demise right now, not taking the opportunity gifted to them. That's a brilliant touch. Oh, Instinct can't pop it to net. And it's just more and more of missed opportunities for Nottingham Trent. But this one they finally put away. And they will indeed tie up the series 2-2. A minute later almost than they probably should have done in regulation time.
Yeah.
But Instinct gifted the open net there after no one in net could read that bounce. And suddenly this becomes a best of 3.
Yes, it does. 2-2. And just worth mentioning there, you've been engrossed in the stream, got a Discord ping, just thought you'd ignore it. Don't ignore that one. That was the sign-ups for our Caster Clash officially opening, so please make sure you go and do that before we come on. It's around 5 o'clock to cast your matches and take charge of a team. But yeah, this is going to get at least 6 games, and I think this could go all the way.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it will be. But the scary thing for Yui right now is that Nottingham Trent are sneaking wins when they're really not putting away their chances.
Yes.
And that's
a clinical Nottingham would have absolutely destroyed this game.
Oh, for sure.
2 or 3, or at least maybe not destroyed it, but at least wrapped it up in regulation. They had 2 or 3 chances in the last minute, especially that misty one at 0 seconds. Loads of goal to aim at. And, players of that caliber, they score those shots 90% of the time. But Nottingham don't seem to quite have it right just yet.
Yeah, and the bad trend for University of West England as well is with these games continuing, they seem to be pulling out less and less shots as it goes on.
Yeah.
And they need to switch that up now. They need to find that game 2 vibes where they've won comfortably 4-1. Get a couple early goals, make Nottingham Trent push to find equalizers and counter. I think that was the main play from that game there, but plays like this is not what you want if you are them. A big miss, a big demo, and an open net for Johnny to pop that one home. Oh, it wasn't even a big demo. This thing just got his car in the way. I don't think Sebadam could have really got there. But Jordan with a huge miss in the midfield. Not what you want when suddenly you're looking at losing... Well, you're really hoping not to be losing 3 games in a row. And something, actually, that... this would be taking words from Deleterious Mac, the Lancaster player. As Misty suddenly finds Nottingham Trent 2-0 up. just as we were saying, this Nottingham Trent team isn't firing. They're 2 for 2.
Yeah, much better. And, it's shown, fantastic shooting straight out the gate in game, what's this now, 5. And, 2-0 up inside half a minute. So that's exactly what you want to see if you're a fan of the boys in blue.
Yeah, but as I was just pointing out before that second goal went in the words of Deleterious Mac, University of West England is a team that go on streaks. Whether it's winning or losing, they can win 8 in a row, 9 in a row, be very comfortable, and suddenly they can lose 6 in a row. Obviously, this is over different games and with it between series. But they're very much an up and down team, and they need to try and break that right now, because if not, we could be seeing them actually lose out 4-2 here. If, what he says is indeed to be true and seen. But right now, with a 2-0 deficit early on in this game 5, Sebadam looks to try and mix it up. Instinct doesn't get the read on the bounce off the post. They get away with it to Nottingham Trent.
Yeah, this is much more promising for Nottingham, but, it's certainly not over yet for UW. I think the biggest obstacle to their success is probably themselves, the mental. Because clearly the mechanics are still there, as Sebadam sets up Jordan fantastically, but they've got to have the mental fortitude to get through.
That is a brilliant shot, but as we're just seeing, Instinct's controller died on that one, and I think that's why he was nowhere to be seen at the back. Hopefully he returns. If not, we might be seeing him switch to his old mouse and keyboard roots, and that is definitely going to have an effect on what will be happening for this Nottingham Trent team. But right now, they're still in the lead. They obviously have 3 minutes to go here, and this is a big game 5, because whoever wins this goes on to match point. So we hope that it doesn't affect him in any way, shape, or form, but you can never be certain.
Yeah, it's going to be cagey, I think, this Nottingham team. That's not how they'll have wanted to concede. Obviously, you don't want to concede at all, but it was a particularly unsatisfying way to have your lead halved, and got to be careful now not to sit too far back and invite the pressure, because UW will likely convert if they're allowed.
Yeah, well, they're doing all right here. They're holding UE to a decent, level. No big, clear-cut chances coming through, but no pressure suddenly coming through from Nottingham Trent. They suddenly seem to be a bit further back. But as I'm saying this, the demo, there's a big fake. I don't know if that was calculated or a deliberate play on their behalf. But they almost had a big opportunity to extend the lead back to 2 again. That one almost a big dunk as well from Jordan. But all in all, this is still favouring Nottingham Trent. They're running the clock down. They still have the lead. They're still looking to make it 3 wins in a row to put themselves 3-2 up in the series and onto that favourable match point for these 120 £100 worth of game store credits that the winner of this matchup will be getting.
Yeah, and I think, you know, this is perhaps a more crucial match now for UWE. If they win, Nottingham say, well, we're 3-2 down. Well, we came back from 2-0, so that's fine. UWE are probably going to start having war flashbacks if they go 3-2 down, having been 2-0 up. And I'm not sure that this team would have the fortitude. I'm not sure many teams would have the fortitude to come back and take a 4-3, having lost 3 in a row.
Well, it's down to them right now because they've got 50 seconds to find them a goal.
Yes.
Incognito gets the hit over to Jordan as well. That might have been a good opportunity. It even brought out a double commit for Nottingham Trent. This is great play through. What a touch from Misty. Thought that was the opportunity, and Misty looked so out of position when that play started coming.
Yeah.
Johnny going for the demo attempt as well. Just not quite making it through. All this time, though, running down the clock in favor of Nottingham Trent to go 3-2 up. They've just got 20 more seconds to hold out. Maybe find another one to...
Whoa.
This is looking awkward, though. Sebadam first on that gets a good touch. 10 seconds now. That's brilliant from Instinct.
Yeah, it's fantastic play. He knows there's 2 people behind him, so no reason not to go for that and try and knock it into the corner, which is exactly what he's done. And Misty knocks it over to the wall. All this ball has to do is touch the ground, and Nottingham will take game 5.
It's not happening yet, though. Sebadam trying to keep this one up. Johnny's through quick. That is actually what happens. Nottingham Trent suddenly switch up in the last 3 games, find themselves 3-2 up. Incognito maybe going to switch out of car. We'll see what happens there. But there's still another game to play. I hope he realizes it is a best of 7. Yes, he is back. No worries.
Well,
there have been issues where, you know...
he does now.
Yeah, well... he says he forgot he wasn't in ranked, but... You've got, yeah. I mean, you need a specific mentality here now to come back after being 2-0 up, going down 3-2, and now having to win another 2 in a row. But that is what they need to do. Nottingham Trent just need one more. They're defying all the odds, according to them, with the high ping, the broken controllers, you know, all of that. But they are still ahead in this series. They only need one more now to win and take that 3rd place position. But they've got to go. They've got to go another 5 minutes at least, maybe a game 7. I mean, this feels like it deserves a game 7, doesn't it?
I feel like it does, but I think Nottingham might have some other ideas here, and UWE do very well to get back into this and reset in game 6.
Well, if Nottingham Trent do indeed take this one, they still keep their 100% win record over the University of West England as well. So that's like, you know, a silver lining to everything else as well, I suppose. But that's probably not the record that they care about.
No, and no, I've been watching. I think this is now the 2nd full series that I'll have watched between these 2. I still can't figure out quite what it is. You know, you'd think, oh, they must have played, I don't know the exact numbers, maybe 4, 5, maybe even more times over the course of this NSE. To win all of those games, there must be something, you would think, that Nottingham are doing that's catching them out. But I can't figure out exactly what it is that's so successful. It's not the shooting.
It is not the shooting. There's so many chances go begging. Some clutch saves there. But somehow, Yui holds strong at the back for the first 40 seconds and get away with murder almost. So it really should have been 1-0 down. Once again, it's off the post. Now it's off the crossbar. Johnny's going for it. He does drop it in. It's only about 7 shots for 1 goal if you're Nottingham Trent. But they get the first goal here in this game 6 in their favour. Unrelenting pressure.
Only 5 are going to show up on the scoreboard, which gives them a 20% shooting rate. But like you say, I think it's probably more like 7 or even more. It's just some of those shots weren't even close enough. Nottingham will need to tighten this up if they want to take this in 6.
Well, I mean, you say that, but they're still going strong. It's all down to Yui. And the problem the Yui have now is they need to break out. They've been playing defensive Rocket League for the past 3. It's not worked, so, you know, got to switch up, and what better time than when you have to switch up? But the big misread from two players on the backline gives Instinct a free goal. And on 3:33, this could spell the end of UWE here in this third place matchup. I'm going all in with the conundrums and the wordplay right now.
Yeah, it's not the way they'd want to go out. Of course, that really won't help matters, but it does look like this UWE team have maybe just not quite got enough of mentality. You know, clearly they're a fantastic team, but I think the occasion gets to them, and I don't know, we've seen it before. They take commanding leads, but when things start to go wrong, they second guess themselves, and it looks like it's happening again here.
Yeah, the team has been falling apart, and slowly but surely those cracks have become big holes, big chinks in their armor, and it seems like, sadly for them, in this all-important Game 6 that they had to win, they have fallen apart. Instinct almost getting a crazy demo coming off the opponent's backboard there, going for the aerial bump play.
Jumped that already. They're clearly feeling themselves now, but it might cost them.
It might well cost them. They're looking maybe slightly too comfortable, and that is what you do not want to do, because when you're getting more comfortable, when you're having someone chilling on your opponent's backboard, you can easily mess up and leave yourself stuck at the back, and that's one step in the right direction there for UE as they find one goal now, just a couple more, but there is still plenty of time for them to do it. It all depends on whether Nottingham Trent are able to allow them to shut up shop or not, but just like that, it's now only one. Sebadam flies through. Instinct goes for the fake, but maybe not the play there, and then the pinch, very much in favour of Sebadam, slams that one into the back of the Nottingham Trent net, and we are within a one-goal game with still over half of the match to play. Just to the point where UE seem down and out. They have come back fighting. They do not want this to end here and now. They have more to show. Incognito with almost the clutch save. I thought he had it. So unfortunate for him, but Misty with some brilliant car control there. So speedy. It's so unfortunate. That slight... The speed, it was perfect speed from Misty, because any slower and Incognito is back and makes the save on that. Nottingham Trent just giving themselves a little bit of a breathing room once again. 2 goals now in their favour once more.
Yeah, I mean, that was fantastic work from Misty, and Incognito will feel quite hard done by there that he didn't make that save. Instinct looking for a killer play, didn't quite have the height. But Nottingham Trent looking much more confident. They just need to not get complacent like they did on their last.
Yeah, a little bit of complacency, and suddenly you find yourself conceding 2 goals, and it's right back into it. This might be another clutch save from Misty on the goal line as that infield pass almost went south for them once again. It's happened a few times in this series, actually. The infield pass is just finding the wrong player. And another shot that probably should have ended up in the back of the net for Nottingham Trent as well. Suddenly now they're going to find themselves only 1 up as a goal that really should have sealed the end of the game. Some great play from Incognito. Misty pushed up too much and left the open net at the back. This game is going down to the wire here in Game 6.
Yeah, I mean, that's, again, just typical complacency from Nottingham there. It's just pushing up a bit too far, perhaps getting a little bit too confident, and now they're only 1 goal up. They're going to have to be really careful, because UWE won't let them go easily.
Oh no, they won't. A kickoff goal of all things. Jordan with a nice high hit. Don't know if he meant it or meant to put that one on target, but it forces Misty to have to move just in case. And suddenly, this looks like Nottingham Trent have got too comfortable and have thrown away all the hard work that they put into the start of this Game 6 here. Sebadam even coming out with demos for good measure, but that was almost a huge mistake from Jordan, and the double commit, but it's off the crossbar. The Bane even of Nottingham Trent. The crossbar hits, and oh, what a good play, but a brilliant save from Sebadam, just getting back on the line.
And again.
This game going down to the wire here, but this isn't even the final one. Oh, a brilliant bump from Sebadam! He is not giving up on this game. He is trying to single-handedly push his team through to this Game 7. It's brilliant individual skill there. And with 55 seconds to go, suddenly Yui have the lead. What a Game 6.
I mean, I really thought this game was over when they went 3-0 down. It looked all but done, and they've done fantastically well to pull this back, but still plenty of time left, and if we get an overtime, it's going to be incredibly tense.
Oh, it will, and you'd feel so hard done by if you are indeed the University of West England, where you fought so hard, you've got a lead in a series that seemed down and out. You've almost got a 2-goal lead there with 30 seconds to go. Right now, they're still standing strong, still looking like they can even add to it. Keeping the pressure going, keeping the pressure mounted. Instinct pushing up too far for Boost has left his teammates alone at the back.
A bold play, but without any boost, he was unlikely to make anything of it.
Well, he's up on this one, and he drops it down, and he's in on the goal line. Instinct 5-5. This game, another twist. After he added so many, drops it right back down onto the goal line in front of net there. Brilliant shot away from the two defenders. And we might well have that overtime that you were just asking for, Atch.
I mean, I'm asking for it. I'm not actually sure my heart could take it. But I think it's deserved on the balance of this Game 6, and it looks like if that one trails just wide, it's what we'll get.
Somehow, this game has gone 5 goals apiece, and now it's 1 to separate a possible Game 7 or Nottingham Trent being your 3rd place team in the NSE 2020 Spring Series.
That might be over everyone. Sebadam's done well to get back to that and push it to the side, but Nottingham, of course, they're still playing with the cushion, the extra bit of fearlessness that they can afford to have. UWE, 1 goal goes in their net and they're out of the tournament. Good.
Well, I mean both these teams end the tournament, yeah, at the end of this series. But what a way to set up for a brilliant, well, hopefully what will be a brilliant final. This will be a hard series to top between those, but I expect it will indeed be. Anyway, a minute passing. This is good pressure for you. That's a triple commit. Incognito's got a free net to aim in. I thought maybe his teammate would throw him off here, but a huge breakdown at the back for Nottingham Trent, and Jordan gets out the way. Thought he might try and steal that one himself, but luckily for UEC Stags, he did not. We have a Game 7.
Oh,
this could not have gone any other way. Holy.
Yeah, well, you know, we said it at the start. Trent could iron out their shooting. They might take it all the way. They haven't really fully ironed it out, but it's certainly got better as the series has progressed. And here we are going into a crucial Game 7.
Yeah, well, 17 shots coming out for Nottingham Trent, and
amazing.
5 goals is still, you know, a great return on that. Yeah. But there were so many more that they should have put away.
Yes.
They let Yui come back into this game when it really should not have happened.
At 3-0 up, that was theirs to win, and that'll be a bit of a mental landmine, I think, going into this Game 7 for the Nottingham boys, because it's just, you know, not the way you want to give it all up, but they'll have one more chance, both teams on their final life, to come out fighting and take this series.
Yeah, well, the positive if you're Yui is you've just got all that momentum, thrown everything at it, and you push through to bring it to this final one. You are in a great position here to push this one through, but you still have 5 more minutes to see off Nottingham Trent. I can't wait for this game to get underway. We have Game 7, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Instinct starting off a bit shaky. Sebadam's there, made it very awkward for the Trent boys, but they've done very well.
To get away with it, I'm not sure very well was the right words. A double commit. There's no one quite there fast enough. Sebadam quickly on this one, though. And Yui go 1-0 up in quick fashion, similar to what Nottingham Trent did in Game 6.
I mean, the pass, perhaps a little bit of fortune in there, but Sebadam reacted very quickly, got in front of his man and dispatched it very well. So UWE perhaps a deserved lead early in this game.
Yeah, well, now it's up to Nottingham Trent to start pushing and try and get themselves back into this. It's obviously still very early on in this Game 7, but
God, they all went.
It's things like that that just do not look good when you're trying so hard to finish off a series.
Oh, Johnny's
In
up
such
3.
a crucial game where you've got all 3 players committing on one individual play. It's such a high-risk play, but... Oh, no, for instance!
Again.
The bane of Nottingham Trent just can't quite see a goal in off the post once again. That one the closest it's been as well. The ball was halfway through but bounced off and bounced out. And what a demo from Jordan. That one's going to roll all the way through from Incognito. 2-0 now, just no third man. Even if the demo didn't happen, I still think it's over their heads. Nottingham Trent pushing it way too far right now. They're doing plays that are no third man involved, and it's leaving them out to dry whenever the ball is hit over their heads. They have to switch it up. They still have the time to. There's still 3 minutes 45 to go.
That could just be in.
And it is in! Misty!
Another touch on that off the post. That was a fantastic dunk if he did. Let's have a look at this.
No, it's just the 50. A bit of fortune going their way. Incognito best, but it's can't put it the good side of the post for his team there. And this game, as I was saying this series, swings and roundabouts. Even in individual games, it's still anyone's to play for. Huge bump on Sebadam from Instinct. Incognito, then Demo's Instinct. This is awkward for Johnny. He's done really well. Taking his time now.
Ahead.
I don't know. I'm losing my voice for words. This is such brilliant gameplay from both these teams. It's so close. So tense now, especially as this clock continues to run down. The scoreline remains as close as it is. It can still be anyone's game. Just all depends on who has the nerve to stay on top of it all and keep themselves grounded.
Test of bottle, and Nottingham might have bottled it here.
Misty is so unfortunate with that one. Took his time getting hounded by Incognito. But he hits it the wrong way, and Jordan just happens to be in the right place without any boost to put that one into the Nottingham Trent net. And just like that, Yui find that little 2-goal advantage that could be oh so crucial. But we've still not even hit the halfway point of this game.
Yeah, there's plenty of time yet for Nottingham, but, I think something will have to change, because we look pretty generally in command of this game. Nottingham haven't looked too good on attack. They've had some good ideas, especially their bump plays.
Oh, this one's going all the way through!
Crucially open at the back.
How has that happened? A 50 from Sebadam, a 50 from Jordan, but where's the third man? They're already pushing out when it's not safe to do so. And it's cost them once again. Brilliant 50s from the side of University of West England, just bullying their way through to another goal. And a 3-goal advantage here might just be the little bit that can do them. Maybe 4. Misty with a clutch read, getting back just in time.
Yeah, it might be too little too late for the Trent boys here. They've had plenty of chances. They've categorically not taken them throughout the series. Many of these games could have been swung by good shooting from Nottingham Trent, but at the moment, looks like UW are going to take it. There is still time left on the clock.
There is still time, but not much. They really need to find a goal now. Instinct's looking to be having a go at the keepers in net. Couldn't quite get them there. Unfortunate for them, with 1:30 to go and 3 goals. They're looking at a goal every 25 seconds or so at this rate. That's some big demos from Instinct, just killing The pressure of UWE and the counterattack was there, but no boost.
And they've
A
all
huge
gone
double
back to
commit,
the
and that might well be the end of it all, but
Oh,
he is not missed. I thought that might have been out of the crossbar. Sebadam showing them how to use the crossbar
well.
and still put it in the back of the net.
Yep.
And that's probably, what's cost Nottingham Trent throughout. It's not being able to finish their chances.
It is the shooting. Broken controllers, low ping, high ping rather. I think, a lot of that can be attributed to that, but Johnny has neither of those excuses, and as a team, Nottingham haven't shot as well as they've done in previous weeks or series, and I think they'll be a bit disappointed to have lost this in second.
I don't know, they've been a team, if my memory serves me correctly, even, that have always, I think they were one of the top teams, if not the top team, for applying pressure and taking shots in a game. Johnny was the man who would have most shots in a series, an average of like 5 or something crazy like that. But it's probably the one thing that's haunted them all season long is their shot to conversion ratio. I think this is a little bit too little too late. Johnny somehow just getting that one through. Incognito pre-jumps for some silly reason in net. Maybe just gifting them the goal. Who knows?
3 goals in 20 seconds. Doesn't seem very likely at all.
It's possible. Oh, I think Instinct's control is broken at the worst moment. It's disconnected him. But I suppose,
It was, I think, incredibly unlikely.
And it's a shame it's happened right at the end here, but commiserations to Nottingham Trent and congratulations to University of West England. You are the 3rd place team in the NSE Spring Split for 2020, and you will be taking home the prize of £120 worth of in-game game store credit. I've said that correctly. I hope I've not jumbled up my words there. And yeah, that's a great series, I've got to say. That was brilliant stuff.
It was, and Nottingham can perhaps justifiably feel a little hard done by circumstance, particularly with Misty having to go home, of course. That's something that they can't control, and something that I think definitely has disadvantaged them. Obviously, no one can play as well on 200 ping as they can on 25, but such is life, and they did have, even with all of these disadvantages, they did have plenty of options and opportunities in that match. So perhaps on another day, something would have been different.
Yeah. I'm just going to find out if we're going for a break beforehand, because that went on a lot longer than so. We might not actually have time for our little show matches. Who knows?
We will see. But we will have a very quick break.
Yeah, we will be going for a quick break before bringing you our little head-to-head All-Star Games, Caster v Caster, myself, Princey versus Achia, picking our little teams from whoever's signed up. I hope we've got some good players there to...
I think we have. I've been looking at the spreadsheet.
I mean, my voice is going after that series, I'm not going to lie, but if I can be digging, having a go at you if my team's destroying yours, then I'm all for it still.
Well, we'll wait and see if that is actually what ends up happening, but hopefully it'll be good games either way.
Right, so we will be going for a quick break, then we will be bringing you possibly a few little show matches, and then just before our stream ends, we will be directing you over to the main NSE channel where you will be seeing the grand finals of the National League for this season here of Rocket League. So you guys don't want to go anywhere yet. We will be right back.
It's like ice tracing all my scars. Why is it hurt on the inside? It's unforgivable, but I forgive you every time. Hard to let it go, 'cause we're intertwined. I break you, you break me, but something about it makes us so. Baby, every piece keeps us together in the cold. I break you break me, holding our love in chains of gold. I break you break me, holding our love in chains of gold. Frozen in my dream, I can't escape the thoughts of you. If I try to leave, when I'm with you I can't move. It's unforgivable, but I forgive you every time. Hard to let it go, 'cause we're intertwined. I break you, you break me, but something about it makes us so. Baby, every piece keeps us together in the cold. I break you break me, holding our love in chains of gold. I break you break me, holding our love in chains of gold. All I wanna do is circle round around you and watch these moments fall back into place. All I wanna do is to make you stop and love me. How can I be blue when you catch me in these feelings like okay. I love you, I do need you, I do, I love you, I do need you, I love you, I do need you, oh, I love you, I do need you, oh, I love you, I do need you, I do, I love you, I do need you, I love you, I do need you, oh, I love you, I do need you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a little bit more casual, a little bit more fun, shall we say, going on right now, as we're going to be bringing a few little all-star games where we get a little pick from some players that have thrown themselves available to us, just to end a bit of time really, and wait for that final to go off. So yeah, essentially what we're going to do here is we've got 6 players. They're all in the lobby. We're going to flip a coin. You're just going to have to trust me because,
Obviously.
What you mean? I'm not that biased. I was like, oh yeah, I flipped the coin. It was just heads.
Perfectly fair coin that Princey definitely hasn't.
Okay, it's a 1p coin. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's the head side. There's the tail side. Simple as. All right. So what would you like, Ash?
I'll go heads.
You want heads? Okay. Let's just make sure I don't drop this. And we have tails. I will just make it clear that landed on tails. If you guys can see that.
I will believe you. That's fine. All right.
Right.
So you get first pick.
I get first pick. I need to get myself over to here. Okay. So.
Fancy spreadsheet.
Well, just so everyone knows who's playing, we have Wambo John, Zouch Mordisha, Calbom, also known as Burb in game for some reason, GM, and Cyanic. So my first pick, I think.
Nice.
I'm going to have to go with Mordisha.
Whoa.
I don't know how I can drag him over to me. It's not letting me, but yeah, Mordisha is my pick. How do I edit this?
No, we've not got edit permissions. But Joel
can do it. Joel will do it for me.
So,
okay.
Mordisha, first pick for Team Princey. Now, I've got a decision to make here. Do I stick with my Durham lot that you've already broken in half?
Had to do it.
Yeah, I'm going to go for Zouch in at my first pick.
Ooh, okay. Alright, well that... Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not the one I expect you to go with, not going to lie.
Well, got to back my boys.
I'm going to take...
I don't want to back Mordisha here.
Yeah, I'm going to take Wambo John here, or Summer Atherty is on Discord. So that's my next pick there.
Now, I think I will take... I think I'm going to take Cyanic.
You're going with Cyanic?
I'm going with Cyanic.
Ooh, I think you've made a big mistake there, leaving Calbom. I feel like I could take Calbom to completely obliterate you here. Question is, do I want to? Or do I want GM to be on a winning team? Because my team's winning no matter what. You've got to realize this. This is Team Princey. This is Team Princey. So yeah, I am backing myself. I'm going with GM here. GM is on my team. He is my third man.
Right, my victorious team will now contain Albon. So
no chance you're beating me, mate. No chance. I've got the best 2 players on.
Best of 3. Anything can happen. Anything.
That is true. It is only a best of 3. I hope my boys have been warming up for me now, because I've added a bit of pressure. They've got they've got to be willing to take the hit. So let's see if we can get them in and get this underway.
Yeah, well, that is all we have to do, except now talk about the games. And I would quite like my team to win, so I'm going to tell them that in chat.
Mate, that's not happening for days.
Well, there is only one way to find out. It's quite exciting having my own team.
Yeah, I hope these guys have been checking. Oh, we're having slight technical issues on my... as we finally get them all.
It's a solid start for your players there.
Yeah, that was brilliant. They don't even realise what team they're meant to be on. Come on, guys, this is Princey we're on about.
Everyone wants to be on my team, that's what...
Not quite sure how that works, but go on then.
Right, here we go. Look already, Mordisha pushing up too far and knowing what to do with himself. So this is a promising start for us, although Zouch now doing exactly the same thing.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what was going on there with your 2. They were just dancing in the air. This is a serious game, guys. This isn't. We're not messing around here. Look at that! Look at. Let's go. 1-0 to the boys. We've got this.
A huge backflip, and Calbom.
Mate, he's blown up in net. Burb is dead. R.I.P.
Plenty of time left. We've still got this. I believe in team match. They've got plenty of time, and Lawrence is just going for everything, which is going to serve us well. Here we go, Cal Bomb. Brilliant dribble, no boost.
Never getting past
time. Sad. I'm liking Cyanic's car as a completely different aside. So this is Chinese. That's an awkward moment for your boys here, Cyanic.
Oh, a
Also
triple.
gone.
Guys, come on.
Oh,
Oh,
my goodness.
the power of the three, mate. They're strongest when they're one. Oh, Mordish, let's go. Oh, so close, so close. Triple
Right,
commits
here
are
we go.
overpowered,
Yeah.
mate. You have no idea where the ball's going. Yeah, it's interesting that two of your players are both in the breakout, a car you barely see anymore.
Ah, well, they must like it then. That's fine. Calbom does well, gets a demo on Mordisha, but Zouch had to do some fanciness to get around. Who's that?
I don't think
Notorious.
Zouch is taking it seriously, you know. I think he's just going to be losing this because he's
that
not
GM?
playing properly. Yeah,
must be
the
GM.
Notorious is GM.
Okay.
He is the Notorious. You do not want to mess with him because he will destroy you. Look at him go here. The dribble. Oh, just misses the flick.
Oh, that's all three.
Unfortunate.
Remember, John took his time there and looked for a minute like Cyanic might make it through. Zouch didn't believe in the pass from Calbom. Oh, this is tense. Still only one goal to the good from a team that Princey claimed was going to absolutely crush. So,
Mate, a 2-0 sweep is a 2-0 sweep. Doesn't matter how it's done, but it's still a 2-0 sweep.
That's your team motto: is "We take those."
Exactly. We take my picks. My picks are the best boys around. Do not take anything but the best, so don't you worry about it.
Trying something fancy and
Oh, your teammates are bumping each other.
Yeah.
Go on, Mordish, you get there. Oh, the pre-flip almost. Almost.
Would have been fancy, but a lot of what Mordisha does would have been fancy, so I wasn't too
Are
worried.
you dissing your own teammate here?
No, he's on the other team.
He's Durham, though. You're Durham, you know. You should have that connection, mate. But, you know what?
Let me pick him, so it's your fault.
You should have won the heads or tails. That's not my problem.
So we'll try harder at the coin flip next time.
Yeah,
Right,
come
here
on.
we
Just,
go.
just
Ball in
read.
space, no one chasing it down.
Oh, that's not good for Cyanic. Here we go, Notorious. GM trying to set that one up. Oh, Wambo's got time. He's going to score this. The impossible angle. Oh, that was close, actually. I had no faith in actually scoring it, but...
Here we go. Calbom to Zouch. Oh!
And nothing.
Oh, well, Cyanix been faked out and now just decided to play for you instead. Okay. Ooh, that's made it awkward.
I mean, a minute 30 to go. You've had
Oh,
more
Lawrence.
shots than my team, but
Way
like
too far up.
you've not done anything.
No, it's true. Yeah, I have to admit, I was going for a play style in my head.
Oh, go on, lads.
Really come off.
Ooh, close.
At all.
Oh, this is a goal.
Oh, Cyanic, fantastic save. That just push out quickly, but the
look
Notorious
at the
not quite.
No, GM just going for the block there, just keeping you guys unsure what's going on, keeping the pressure on. No, here comes a brilliant centre ball. Why is Zouch there? What's he doing on the backboard?
Oh,
Allowed.
Calbom has had his life handed back to him by the Notorious, who saved that for him. But,
Oh, the goal,
Take it
goal,
down.
goal! Yes, let's go!
oh,
Told you, mate, we're just buying time. We're making you think you have a chance and then taking that away before a moment's notice.
dear me.
All in the play. Tease, it's the tease.
Not to jinx it now, I would like to point out if Zouch loses, it will be the fourth game I've casted of his that he's lost. Just a fun little cast. of-
Wait, so why did you pick your bad
You picked
omen
the other
as
one.
first pick? You don't have to stick with him. You've already been having a go at Mordish
That's
because
just-
he's not on your team, even though you are Durham, and now you're saying, oh, but I have to pick them because they're Durham.
They are Durham.
Oh,
well, there
no,
you go.
GM, what are you doing?
Fantastic, we're back in. 25 seconds. Loads of time.
Nah, it's fine. That's fortunate. They happen. They happen. That's why you need a 2-goal bumper because, you know, stuff like that, it happens occasionally.
You know what else happens? Kick-off goal. We're going to get one of them, I believe. Okay, I don't believe anymore. Oh, Cyanic.
Mordish is on for the hat trick, I believe. I feel it.
God,
He'll get a 0-second goal.
get to the end of it.
No, he's just going to bait him out here, then gets the 50. Wambo's going to pinch this one right downfield.
Oh, ouch! Why?
I was close, I was close.
Come on, full court carry, I believe. Cowboy's up already. Beaten one.
Oh, Psionic's going for it.
Nah, he didn't have enough boost.
There he goes, Wambo gets the 0 second. Oh, I mean, well done, boys. We still got it. We still got the W. That's one.
That's
Now
one.
we just need the second one. Sweep.
Best of three. Best of three. There's plenty of time yet.
Yeah, but only one of your team broke. One of your players only broke the 200-point mark, mate. They're slacking for you. Yeah.
Wow. I have faith. I have faith. There is still plenty of opportunity for my team to click and produce fantastic plays. So we're not out of it yet.
You had more shots, but you're Nottingham Trent. You can't shoot.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, woodwork challenge going on there.
You picked the wrong team.
Maybe. But you never know. Plenty of time. Another full 5 minutes on the clock. If we can spot that shooting out, team match is back in business.
There's no chance. There's no
I subbed
chance.
myself in.
Is that possible? Before the cast? Get a 4.
We could both just join. Do 4v4.
That'd be interesting. I mean, technically, I don't know.
Morticia's far too far up. Calvon. He's always in the annoying places.
Oddly enough, this wouldn't be the first time I would have played a game while also casting it. Because I had to do a 1v1 show. Yes, Morticia, the unofficial over 2 game. Wambo just bullying his way through. Morticia, great finish. Souch, no chance. He's even switched car. The man's tryharding and he's still losing. What is this?
Well, maybe I shouldn't have backed my darn boy, but in the long run, it'll save me grief, I suppose. Oh, he nearly proved me very right there with that. This is going to come out to Cow Bomb. Lawrence chases, as he always does. One thing you can count on Mordicia to do, but seems to be working for him so far. Oh my goodness.
That was awkward. GM almost found the net on that one. That's something everyone's got to cheer for, no matter what happens.
No. No.
Wow!
I don't share that sentiment.
Wow! Actually,
Here we
bully
go.
here.
Psionic. Oh.
Nah, no chance.
Let's get rid of Wambo John.
You gotta pick better, mate. You gotta pick better.
Oh dear. Oh no, come on, Psionic. You've got to.
Oh, here we go. Oh no, Souch was there. I didn't see him.
Oh, that's awkward for everyone.
It's fine. It's fine.
It is fine. Why is it always fine for you? Oh,
Because I trust them. You clearly don't trust your team.
I do trust my team, despite all the evidence to the contrary. Here we go. That's not the best clear. Psionic will get there, but not much doing. GM, big whiff on the backboard, but no one's following it up.
This game's
And
become
now
very
Morticia's
slow.
He's out in a very awkward position, but he should get back to that. It's a good save. But we don't need saves, we want goals.
Yeah, you guys have only had 1 shot so far this game. I mean, we've only had 2, so it's not too much better. But my team seems to be controlling the game very well right now, and I am proud of them for it. See, this is the power of being an analyst.
Yeah.
You can coach as well. I haven't even spoken to these guys about this, but the mental connection we have, as soon as I chose them, they knew what they had to do.
You can't coach Morticia.
No, not right.
I've tried. It's impossible.
I mean, that's only because it's you, and he's not going to listen to you.
To anyone.
He doesn't need to. Look at him. He's going for the double tap reads. So close. Oh, go on, Gio. You got the open net. Goes for the slow play. Oh. So
there we go. All my teammates just.
Oh, my voice is dying.
Oh, here we go. GM's going to miss it.
I believe him. Let's go, mate. Let's go. Big save. You are not getting past my team.
Oh, give it a rest. Honestly. Come on, Cow Bomb. Here we go. That's awkward. where's GM been so solid on defense? This isn't fair.
Mate, you have not seen his message for getting on a team in the IEL.
No, I have.
He
actually.
said it's never his fault at the back if the team scores, and you can
That's
see
true.
that right here. It is never his fault. He is always there. But... No, that's Modish's fault. That's Modish's fault. I wasn't GM.
I'll blame Modisha.
Look, no, GM's there. He's falling on it, and Modisha hits it.
Yeah. Typical Modisha 50-50. Doesn't go anywhere. Cyanic capitalizes. We're back at level pegging. Plenty of time left for our team to steal this game now.
We're just giving you
False
a chance to...
security.
Yeah. We're making you think you have a chance. And now we're going to just blow you up. Easy game. Don't even at me, boys. If you guys fail on me now, you're disowned.
You're digging yourself a very deep hole here.
Yeah, but I can do that because my team are great, okay?
Oh, what is this? Oh,
It is pro plays. These boys are going pro.
Yeah.
Team Princey is OP.
Oh dear.
I mean, even if it's 2-on again, you know, that doesn't matter. It's a 2-0 sweep.
Not yet, it isn't. Oh, here we go. Straight up to Ouch.
Wide.
Hell bomb! There we go!
Oh, no, guys, come on. Come on, boys. What are you doing?
Here we go.
Modisha, why are you double committing with GM again? Mate, come on. Trust your teammate.
Oh yeah, go on. Modisha should listen to that, actually. That would be a useful piece of improvement.
Oh. He's getting bullied by both his team and the opponent. Oh, well, Ammo's going to win this here, though.
Nah, he's not got it. Zouch, you need to jump! Oh my god, give me a heart attack.
Oh,
no.
let's go.
Not like this.
You can forgive Modisha if he does the nutty.
I can't.
Almost.
Oh no. No, I don't like
Big
it.
demos, it's
Hey!
open! GM, let's go!
Where are my defenders? Is that getting cleared out by Modisha?
Yeah, Wambo's there. It doesn't even do anything, but the presence is felt, and a brilliant finish from GM in top of it.
Still got time. My boys can still take this back. They've come back from behind twice in this game already. That's a good kick-off. Calbom's already there. Oh,
Now, Modisha's learned. He's not double committing anymore. Look, your team's triple committing. This is open. This is open. This is easy.
What?
Where's your team? What are they doing?
Psionics need to fix their servers. I am pretty sure Calbom did save this, didn't he?
No, it was too far back in there.
Right, so that's-
Didn't sit on the goal line properly. I've hurt my hands from clapping too much.
well, that's what you get.
Well, is that your little bit of
Here we
sweet
go, one back.
sympathy?
Psionic! Why?
Mate, you speak too soon.
I
You
do.
speak too soon.
I do. Oh dear.
Let's
Right.
go, guys.
Again. We go again. Let's get a new game sorted out. Right, while I set that up, Princey, why don't you read us the next 6 people? Oh, we're only 5.
We're only 5. Oh,
One
we
more.
need one more.
Oh, Cyanic's requeuing. We'll need to do it with a lowercase q. There we go. Okay, so our 6 players are... Who have we got?
I'll let you go first as well on this one because, you know, I won the last. I'll give you what maybe was a slight advantage of first pick.
Go
So,
on, read us our 6 players. I need to let them know that their game is about to start.
right, so we have Crown. We
Crown.
have Magic.
Hang on, I can't spell crown. Oh, it's 'cause
It's with an O, yeah.
Yes, magic, yeah.
We have
Wait, that's
Choco.
or magic?
Magic hashtag O. I'm not going to say that actually on stream. I'm not going to say that on stream. You need it. It is Magic with a K at the end.
Okay.
We have Choco. We have Brian. And then
Right,
we got
let's have a look at this.
the boss man that is Hemi, who was casting for me yesterday. We switched roles here, see?
Yes,
and then,
we
yeah,
have
Cyanic is back, so...
got Cyanic again. So, God, I'm taking it seriously now. Jacket's coming off.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. Right.
It's getting hot under the collar. See, I've got all the heat from the sun just like
Yes,
emanating
you're
off me
hot.
now.
Yeah. But, you know.
My team are on fire because I am literally on fire.
Well. Right. Who is missing? Who are we waiting for?
All the players, basically.
Choco and Magic and Crown.
Have you messaged them yet? Is everyone
Choco's
got the
here.
message?
There he is. They've done it for me. Cyanic is helping. Well done, Cyanic.
Nice. What a guy. Even on the losing team, he's still being nice.
Okay. Right. So you're saying I get first?
You get first pick. I'll give you the choice of first pick here.
Now, I'm still not entirely sure what to go for here. Okay. I think I will go for... I'm going to go Choco for my first pick.
Choco, okay. Not bad. Right, Brian, you're on my team. Easy pick. First choice all the way.
Okay.
Missed a shout there, actually. Missed a shout.
I'm going to take Crown.
Alright.
Crown. Building a little synergy there already.
Ooh, I have a choice now. Magic or Hemi?
You're only getting one. I won't.
Oh,
Make sure
no. Wait, you're giving up on Cyanic. You've thrown him out the team.
No, I haven't thrown him out the team. I just want to make my pick annoying for you as possible.
Well, you're basically saying you're throwing him out the team because you're saying you're taking the other one of the two I'm picking here.
I got to pick one first.
Ooh, okay. I want Hemi on a team. Hemi, you're on my team.
Right.
Let's go.
Now, wouldn't it be funny if I just left that? No. Right. Magic. Come on.
All right. Well,
Despite
Cyanic's
the fact
joining
you
a
ran
winning.
around on yesterday's stream, I'm going to pick you anyway.
Cyanic's joining a winning team, mate. He's left the losers. He's joined the winners. He knows where he belongs, and now he's going to perform. So you're going to be missing out on a very good player here as well, because you've thought, oh, he's not worth it anymore.
Well, what's slightly alarming is that Magic isn't here. So we may be doing a short 3 against 2.
Well, you might. Do you think you could end up being subbed in for him?
Oh, do it.
That'd be interesting. I mean, maybe. I mean, there are 2 others awaiting in the queue that could hop through if needed. We are still waiting on everyone else to get in, if they can. That would be useful.
Ah, there he is. Dax has arrived.
Oh, he's here. Okay. Well, he's going down, so it doesn't make a difference if he was here or not. Like that means nothing. He's not going to do anything for you guys. It's fine. I believe in my boys.
Okay.
My team are here as well. We're waiting on you.
We are. As with yesterday, in fact, we're waiting on Newcastle to help us out. So.
Are we waiting on them again?
Yep. Just one this time.
Nice. Get him in, please. This is tactics. Look, he's trying to ruin my momentum that I'm building here. We shouldn't be able to stand for this kid.
Stabbed 2 games. That doesn't qualify as much.
Yeah, that's 2 in a row. Now I want to make it 4 in a row, and you're trying to say no. You're trying to stop my team's momentum from building.
Now this one's going to be closer, I believe. Here we go. Dax is in. Let's not keep everyone waiting.
Wow, you're neutral, mate. You got to show the love to your team. Like, come on. You're being so boring in chat. That's why that's why you're not winning, because you're not making them want to play for you.
That's fine.
Look at my boys. They're doing pinches on their own backboard already.
Hemi,
you know what's up.
Batmobile. I rate that. But I've got 2 Batmobiles, which means my team is automatically better.
No, it's flatter.
No, that's the actual car. You have to. I'm just actually quite disappointed in Dax. Been, repping team car. Here we go. Look, Crown's gonna drop this down. No, he's not. But Dax is there, and that's open. 1-0. Let's do it.
Team, where'd you go?
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, pushing up for mid
Bad
boost.
Trinity now. He's behind.
It's fine. We got him still. I believe. I trust. Yeah, Brian, it was your fault, mate. Come on. It's never Hemi's fault. Hemi's always right.
Well, here we go. Look at this. This is fantastic play.
Oh, the touch from Hemi. World class.
Middle of nowhere.
Nothing better. Nothing better than that.
Well, this is looking much more promising. That's a great touch from Choco. Dax is already there. Ryan nearly put that into his own net, but
What do you mean? Look at him. He's got the flip reset on that as well. He's showing off. He's ready to style on you.
says Choco. Look, Batmobile flip reset. Or straight to Crown.
Yeah, let's just use Brown.
Crown.
I can say this, by the way, because I was playing with him in the Uni 6 ones yesterday.
Oh, that's
So it's
a bit
fine.
sad.
It's fine. We're friendly. This is all friendly banter, by the way. No one take this, please.
Unless it's about more dish. It's 100.
Yeah, but that's because the guy's a god, so you can have a go at him and he doesn't care.
So much of a god that he got stomped on by the sun. Yesterday.
Yeah, but he won for my team, and that's what matters. That's the important one.
Okay. Yeah, that's much more important. Here we go. Dax, great centre. Oh, and another fantastic kill. Choco, not quite. Crown's back already though, so we're fine.
Oh, let's go, Hemi! Oh,
Not
so
quite.
close.
No one's getting to that. Aimless touches from the boys in blue here. No connection. And now Hemi's stuck. Choco's flicked him.
Sorry, are you trying to say your team have been connecting with each other? Because I see
Yes.
no one on the end of that.
There you go. Passing play. There's Crown. So it's
Yeah, but there's
fantastic.
Brian here ready to
World-beating.
score. Look, Pap's that one
Nah.
middle. Hemi's up. Hemi, you got to be scoring those, man. Come on. Expect more from you. You're a grand champ now. You've done it.
Is he?
Yeah. He might have been
How
carried by
many
Joel and
far
his teammates,
players
but...
Hemi have to win this to reach
Oh,
that grand
Hemi,
champion
come on,
role?
man. Oh,
Yeah.
so close.
I played Hemi in ranked yesterday. Beat him twice, despite the fact he was smurfing with Vex and Adam.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you're not playing in here, so it doesn't count. Mate, I can 1v1 you and destroy you any day.
Well, that's true. That's very true. Wouldn't
I
be
have
enough
to
fun
eat.
to watch.
It'd be fun for me.
It'd be fun for you. I'm so bad at ones. We are not doing a caster 1v1. I could not think of anything worse than
Oh, yes, come on. Mate, what I was saying before about having to play and cast at the same time is Forum Epic Land. There were a couple teams that started playing before like it began. Oh, before they didn't realize they were on stream. Brian, let's go, man. Let's go, easy. But yeah, they started playing before like they realized they were on stream. So we needed something to fill the time. I had to 1v1 a guy who was
Dax! Why are you
Spicy
eating?
J.
What kind of ludicrous team spirit is that? Come on now.
He was eating Lamo.
Lamo,
I feel bad to be Lamo.
I feel bad to be Dax. What kind of useless team is that? Crown nearly uses his Batmobile to great effect to leverage that one in. Here we go. Oh, where's the mid?
Nothing happening for you, mate. You're getting too excited over nothing. It's just a matter of time before my
Oh
team
my.
go and swing. Look, a huge double commit. They've left one man alone at the back.
Dive's work, it's fine. That
Oh,
one
he-
man was Choco.
He's tasty, to be fair. Good demo. Good person to demo, guys. You get a satisfaction out
Oh
of it.
no.
Go on, Brian. Come on, Brian.
He got.
Oh, he got two pass back to mid. Sonic didn't read it. But Hemi at the back. No problems at all there.
Looks like this will be our final caster clash, so hopefully I won't get 2-0'd in series.
Yeah, you already know it's
The
happening.
NSE final. Just
You know it's happening because we can't end with a 1-1.
Yeah, we can. We'll just do our own stream and do a third one later.
Yeah. Wait, does this mean that this will be... can I just get confirmation from someone behind the scenes? Is this the last game, or will we be having another and maybe... No, there's not enough time for a third one, is there? In case it goes to game 3, but... We'll see. We'll
If
see.
it gets to game 3, we'll just call it a victory for me.
This is the last game. This is it. This is all that matters here.
All right, we're on a best of 1.
Yeah, best of 1. I've only won because I won the series 2-0. So you're just fighting for a bit of pride.
Oh no, this is the last series. We're being told.
Oh, that's
we
series.
will
Okay.
get time to play it out, provided presumably there aren't ridiculously long overtimes, which is what we're heading.
Yeah, well, this is the first overtime we have, and this is me just, making you think you have a chance still.
Yeah.
I've told my guys, like, the first one, let them have 1 goal, but stay comfortable. Second one is like, let them take the lead. Or, let them bring it back to even and then win.
Oh, let
them take the lead.
Here we go.
Win in overtime.
Here we go. Crown. 15 seconds was all it took. Hemi's let you down there.
I'm sad.
I would be after play like that. There we go. Lovely. Big name on screen. Fantastic. And my Batmobile squad. Here we go. Right. I'm going to take it. 2-0. We've got this. We've got this.
If you take this 2-0, we're going to have to do this another time. Because you can't leave it at 1-1.
Yeah, we can. We can for now.
I like how sad it's like, yeah, I'm warming up too, don't worry. I wasn't playing in the last one, guys.
Right, come on, let's not waste time. We need to ready up. We'll get straight into
Reverse
this.
sweep coming. Yeah, reverse sweep's coming. We need all the time we can get. Let's ready up, Kizza.
No.
Also,
definitely.
just while we have the time, thank you to Kizza for helping us out with,
Yes, fantastic
with
production.
this once again
Absolutely
for production.
brilliant.
This is such a good laugh as well. I'm actually really enjoying it.
This is good. I like this idea. We should have a casters tournament, like random roster. Get all the casters in, Pilsen, John, everyone. Try and do a night of randomly picked caster teams, and we all just biasedly cast our own matches against each other.
Yeah, but I'm winning that, so.
Nah,
do you really want to do it? Do you really want to do it when you're always second best? You're fighting for second. Well, I mean, you're fighting for third because I'm first, then it's drums.
Ah, definitely not. All of you granddads who
100%.
graduated just lose all your mental acuity.
Nah, because what you see is we don't have to think about exams and stress of
Dude,
studying.
I'm a
and
liberal
stuff.
arts student. I don't have to think about anything.
Well, that's not a degree. Right, well,
It's a very nice degree. I enjoy it. And it means I have plenty of time to pick the perfect team, which is what I've done here.
only because I let you. I wanted Hemi on my team.
Well,
No
you
Hemi, no
wanted
fun.
Hemi.
No
You have
Hemi,
to
no
choose.
fun, mate. No Hemi, no fun.
Well, that's not much fun. For you.
I'm
Fantastic
still having a
team.
great time. I'm having a great time. I've got Hemi on my team. Nothing matters. I'm repping. He's repping me.
I think it would matter a lot more to you if you were winning. Tells me. Deep down, you'd be taking this more seriously if you were up. Maybe.
Yeah, but I'm a sore winner and a good loser.
I mean, that's one way of doing it, I suppose. Here we go. Freestyling, look at this. Oh, I didn't quite get the second touch. Andy's face. Ow.
That looked like he had his aerial or his aerial sensitivity on like 7. That didn't look
Spinning
natural.
really very fast.
That didn't look natural.
That's what it's a Batmobile thing. You do just flat spin at an alarming rate. Here we go. That.
Is that why you can never shoot when I play with you?
Yeah. That's because I play with Instinct all the time. And I've got it from him.
You don't even demo.
No, I've just got a bad shooting ability. It's a broken controller, I'm told. Dax! Dax is carrying. We've got this. 2-0. Easy clap. No one on your backboard. Defensive pressure not there.
Sweat for me, Hemi.
Nah,
Sweat
come
for
on.
me. Stop calling them sweats and sweat for me. I need to see some blood. I need to see you fully try hard in this.
This is it now. You're not getting back into this game. 2-0. We've got fantastic defense. Have we got... I'll back it. We've got fantastic defense. I'm going to stick to that, despite the fact that I saw Birmingham play. That one's very true. But we do now, so it's fine. Look at that. Brilliant. Crown's got time. Crown's got skill. Flip reset. Oh, sissy. Oh, Choco would have been there as well. Sad. Oh, he will be there now.
It's over now. Hemi's sweating for me. I've asked him to try hard and he's going for it. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, look at that. All
boys.
3 of you are in my net.
Yeah, but Choco's
needs
messed
to be
up.
quicker
He's
than
going
that.
for spins. He's going for spins, see?
Oh, I rate the effort. That would have been good. Oh dear. Crown's just absolutely obliterated Dax, but it's fine, because look. Here we go. Bionic. Oh, he does just about.
I still believe in my team. I still believe in.
We've only got less than half the game to go, but there is still time, and that's not going to help my cause very much. That was well done from Crown.
I mean, if your team win this, it just sounds like first pick is best pick.
Well, I mean,
there's
that's
like
it's
100%
captain's function.
Oh,
why would you do that?
You guys suck, man. Come on. How are we not winning, Team Princey? Let's go, boys. They can't even score open nets. We've got them. We've got them. Oh, look at the team play. Brian, where you going?
Dax. Here we go. Oh, it was so close. Choco off the post again.
You can't score open nets.
Crown has just obliterated your entire defense.
You can't score open nets.
Why am I coaching Nottingham Trent? Seriously, what?
Mate, it's what happened in the last
game. Or a broken controller. This is just very sad. Here we go, Choco.
Oh
my God, he's obliterated him. He's absolutely. He's done enough.
Hemi.
Vanquish. That was fantastic.
Hemi, no.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
Oh, Hemi. If he doesn't come back, I'm gonna have to join him. Oh, he's back. I would join as well. I can't let my boys go down without a fight.
A hero. A hero. Dax is saying, to be fair, we should do it like the Uni 6-man captains, which is what I was just about to say. So first pick, then the other caster gets 2. Maybe that is the way to do it. But that will be for next time, because it seems like your team have just completely been obliterated. Dax sending Brian to the shops. That's 4. Doesn't look like you're going to come back from that.
I don't think Brian really cared.
I'm going to take it anyway.
That's just... I don't know. I don't know. My guys are giving up. But they're putting on a show. They're putting on a show. And, you know, if you can't win through outright determination and skill, you might as well make it enjoyable for the fans.
That's true. That's true. So, yes, clearly your team weren't quite skilled enough. You know.
I'm a showman, mate. I don't need to be skilled. I pretend I have, you know, ability. It's how I'm casting right now. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just doing it.
I think we should do this, as we're all going to be shut down until like the end of time. We should get a caster tournament going. Get people signed up. 3-man team picked for each caster.
Roll reversal, get players to cast. Get the players to cast us instead.
That could work. That could work. Although if it's ones, I will just be eviscerated, so I'm not sure I'd want.
I mean, somehow in the...
Well, we could captain our team and get some neutral casters in. Play on the pitch, that's it. 4-0. And a 2-0 sweep for me in much more convincing fashion, but we will have to leave it at 1-1 for...
I'm with Hemi. You guys sweated it out and it didn't count.
Well, yeah, maybe, but... Doesn't matter. We take those, as Team Princey would say.
Wow, you see, mate, you just want to be me. You're stealing my lines, you're stealing my players. What's next? You're stealing my name? You're gonna rename yourself to Princey?
Nah, I think I'll pass, to be honest.
Yeah, you can never keep up that like level I've set myself, so it's fine.
That's yeah. What, sunburn?
Keep that one quiet.
show chat your arm, Princey.
No, I'm okay. I mean, my room's all ready.
Oh, I can see it from there.
Yeah, it's.
Oh my goodness me.
It's not too bad. It's not too.
It's
bad.
okay. It's okay.
It's just
you
a
probably
bit.
go and get in a nice bath, and everyone else should go and watch the live NSE finals that are coming up in just a few minutes.
Yeah, because this, unfortunately, as much as I've enjoyed, this
the
is the
road
end
for
of
us.
us. Yeah,
It is.
and we will be now heading over. Well, we will be hosting, I believe, the main NSE stream to bring you that grand final between Lancaster and Portsmouth Paladins. Portsmouth even looking to retain their title and become only the second. No, become the only team to do so. Am I right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I'm new, so I wouldn't know.
I believe they will be the only team to retain their title. If so, that is back to back. Yes, indeed. Lancaster looking to take the title once again. They were the
Yeah, interesting.
they were the first time winners of it, and now they want to be the fourth time winners of it. So this is going to be a hard fought match. It's going to be a great watch, great fun. I will be catching it myself, even though I'm not streaming it. We will be handing over to our good pals Killsync and Drumzors, and yeah, I've had a great time. I hope you have as well, Atch.
Look, it's been great fun. I really do think that caster tournament could take off. We're looking into that in the off season.
Yeah, well, thank you once again, everyone, for tuning in. Don't go anywhere because we will be heading over to where the finals will be taken. Yeah, so that's the end of us. Thank you once again for tuning in, and have a good guys. Catch you in the future sometime, probably next Wednesday for the NSE 2-day series or something.
Yes, Tuesday and Wednesday, I believe. Is it not?
It is. So yes, goodbye everyone. Have a great day, and stick around to catch those fights.
Thanks for watching.